Good afternoon. This is Paul Keels with Ohio State now in their final week of spring ball. Head coach Ryan Day stating today that other than a couple of drives, Saturday's spring game will be full tackling, excluding, of course, any contact with the quarterbacks. Day also mentioned that running backs Legend Bay and Anthony Turbo Rogers most likely won't play, joining running backs Bo Jackson and Isaiah West, who are already out. Following last night's loss to Boston, the Blue Jackets now find their fate in somebody else's hands. Should Philadelphia manage 1 point tonight against Carolina, it'll eliminate the Jackets from playoff contention. They'll be at home. Columbus will tomorrow night with Washington. There are reports that the NFL could add an 18th regular season game as soon as the 2028 season, which would trim off another preseason game and provide a second bye. This update brought to you by BMI Federal Credit Union. Enjoy rates as low as 9.90% APR with a Visa Platinum credit card. Apply at bmifcu.org/Visa. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
You're about to enter a land of audio delight so awesome that you'll drop all important obligations to get your daily fix. Even Marconi, inventor of the radio, couldn't have imagined the pleasures that are about to invade your ear hole.
Oh, yes.
Try as you might, there's no escape. Let's begin.
How? Good afternoon.
This is Common Man and Timmy.
Doing good, Mike.
Featuring Panama Ted.
Too hot.
With special guests, Nicole Sheeran.
Yeah, dog.
Jen Winters.
I will kick you in the junk.
Jeff Rimmer.
I will be around to haunt you forever.
And Chris Collinsworth.
I mean, are you kidding me?
Broadcasting live from the corner of Cracky and Sacky.
Excuse me.
Here's Common Man and Timmy.
They don't know what the they're doing.
Happy Monday. Welcome in. Hello, good, clean boy.
Hello, Common Man. How are you?
Nice and fresh today. Got your Masters hat on. Got your white T-shirt on. We're doing a little black and white cookie. I got my black T-shirt on, plain black. You are all white. You look like a construction worker.
Nice to see that you shaved to start off a brand new
can I tell you
week.
something?
Appreciate that.
I am not
looking
doing
great.
TV all week. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go the whole week.
See, will Kristen let you let it go?
What's the difference at this point?
Not allowed.
She's
I
not
get
going
shunned.
to touch me anyway.
Well, one can hope.
that look. Are you going to touch anything?
No.
All right. Well, then you have no say.
Does she get bothered by the scruff, though? I'm not allowed to have any kind of mustachio if we're going to have super terrific fun time.
No,
not allowed to have any. I've got to be smooth like Rachel.
She like a seal.
Yes,
Like
a
Rachel.
seal. Rachel Maddow.
Oh.
I got to be completely
Actually,
clean
she's got a little bit of a Fu Manchu.
Yeah, right.
How you doing over
last
there,
I
Ted?
seen.
Doing all right?
Doing good, Mike.
How you doing, Tress?
Doing good, Mike.
Got Foodgasm at 4:46. Jason's Beef with our guy, the Hall of Famer Jayson Stark, at 5:30. Rory wins the Masters. I've spent a good portion of the weekend on the couch, dozing, having some nap time, watching the golf yesterday. Samantha also enjoyed watching the golf with me.
Nice.
Here's what I decided about my 9-year-old daughter, which I don't like, by the way, is that she is the ultimate front runner. Like, who are you rooting for? And just like her mother, she asked me a question, doesn't care what my answer is.
Okay.
I gave her my answer.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for Justin Rose or I'm rooting for Cam Young. Both these guys haven't won it before, right? I'd like to see somebody who hasn't won the Masters win the whole thing.
Right, that's a good way to.
Rory
that's a good
won
way to
it
look at it.
last year. I want to root for the best. I root for Rory.
I wonder.
Okay, root for Rory.
I wonder if that's being a front runner, but also the bigger thing is whatever Dad's not doing. That to me, I mean, it's with my son in general. I still don't know this to be true, but Jack had a really sweet golf swing, and he could not have run away from the game faster as he got older.
Because he knows your passion for it.
I believe a small part of me knows that to be true because I love it so much. There's not enough room for you to also love that because that's my thing. I just wish I could get 10, 15 minutes of him sitting on the couch watching some Masters Sunday with me. It's quite fun to watch. It's a lot of drama. That was incredible theater yesterday.
Absolutely,
and I don't
it was.
think that just has to be the case for golf fans. If you just give a couple of hours of your time to watch like the backstretch, down the back 9 to see, from holes 13 on to the finish when you catch the 2 par 5s in there and the famous 16th par 3. You got to love the Sunday pin placements at Augusta, right? Where there's so many opportunities where you hit the right spot. If you get the right tier of the green, you can feed the ball right down to the hole, and then you can sort of get that collective chorus, the like everybody gets like Jeff Goldblum style,
No, that's Jeff Goldblum in the cuck chair.
Well,
yeah.
the Masters cuck chair is a great place to be on Sunday.
I'll tell you what, man. I wasn't the biggest golf fan in the world for a large portion of my life, and I've gotten into it the last couple of years.
I'm glad.
Not to the level
so glad
of you and, Beamer and stuff like that and Teddy, but I do enjoy it. I find myself watching a lot of this stuff, especially the big-time tournaments, and it doesn't get any bigger than this. So last night, went over to my parents' house for dinner. It's a long story.
What time?
5.
That sucks.
Right in the meat of things. Right?
I mean, they had it on.
They're right down the street. No.
What?
So I walk in, and I say to my father, can you put on the golf? What channel is it on? What is it?
What channel is it on?
He doesn't know. He doesn't know what it is. He doesn't know about Augusta. He's 75 years old. I don't think he's ever watched golf in his entire life. He said, I don't know why you want to watch this, right? And so I put it on, and we're sitting there, and they're making dinner, and my father's half paying attention. About 20 minutes in to us putting on the TV, he looks at me and says, why haven't I been watching this my entire life? This is great.
Yeah.
I said, yes, it is great.
You're missing out.
And golf is made for television. No offense to all of you who want to go to the Memorial and have a good time. Good for you. It's a whole thing out there. Fantastic. But
everything's got its place.
But golf on TV, to me, is the best television product.
Unless CBS was doing it this
Well, we can talk about that. In theory, it should be.
Yes,
where
you
it's
are
just
right. Yeah.
cut. It'll tell you exactly where the ball's going. You got the yellow line that shows you where the ball's
tracer,
going. All
great.
of that.
Yeah.
I love all of it.
Yeah.
And you know what? As bad as the CBS coverage was yesterday, and again, we'll discuss it, I do appreciate that they were light on the commercials yesterday.
That's the main thing. That's been a long-standing thing, a tradition, because they get so much from their sponsors. Who do they got there? I mean, you got IBM and Coca-Cola and some big-name sponsors. Mercedes. Gotta love when Jim Nantz actually reads the slogans, right? And Mercedes-Benz, drive with precision on and off the course. You just have to love when Jim Nantz gives the read for those. But I couldn't agree with you more, which is why I've been a huge fan of the sport, both as a player and what it's become on television, especially the major championships. There's not a lot that scratches me where I itch than a Sunday major championship. And, of course, the season starts with Augusta, so it holds that special place in your heart. And it's the only major where they return to the same golf course every time. I've since argued, if it were me, like, if I could win one major championship,
you've said
what would it be?
It's not the Masters. You said that.
I've kind of been a Pebble Beach U.S. Open guy. Like, if you could give me one major championship, and that was the only one I was ever going to win, and I picked the golf course, I'd probably go with our national championship, just because it's got the older history, more heritage there. But still, it's not a whole lot that you can take away from Augusta and what it's become, with that being the 90th playing. Now, I think I made up my mind over the weekend, because it was Saturday. We did a little card show, which, again, playing dad, perfectly happy to do.
No, stop.
So that was my Saturday.
Stop
Just
that.
wait.
Stop it.
Wait. I've decided that from this point forward, there's not going to be any Timmy on Masters weekend. That's it. I'm out. I'm going to an Airbnb.
Oh, I didn't know what we were talking about. I don't know if this is a suicide talk or I'm leaving the house for a while talk. We've had both, quite honestly.
That comes later.
Yeah, we've had both.
I'm hanging on right now. But from this point forward, Masters weekend, I'm taking myself out of the equation. There's not going to be any, we have to do this on Saturday, or we have to do this on Sunday. You said you had to go to your parents for dinner. I don't want dinner. Dinner sucks. I want to watch the Masters until 7 o'clock, 7:05. So I'm going to an Airbnb.
Now you're talking
and I'm
crazy.
Completely out for this weekend next year.
Dinner doesn't suck.
All right. Well, you know what I mean.
You need a dinner that you can enjoy while you're sitting there on the couch watching the golf.
But I'm like James Earl Jones. I just want to be left alone.
Well,
I'm just going to sit there in a quiet box with no outside forces.
You are
no
skimming
pets,
past
no
everything.
Family. No phone calls.
I'm telling you
nothing.
right now, your family, your wife and son, did you dirty this weekend. All right? They suck. And maybe you don't want to call them out, but I'm going to call them out. All right? I'm the first one to make fun of you. I'm the first one to pick at your misery. But what your family did to you over the weekend is inexcusable. Inexcusable.
I just need that one Sunday for nothing to be happening. I'm going to give it to you.
I don't care if your family's going to cooperate or not. I'm going to give it to you. We'll discuss it. We'll discuss how your family needs to just move out of the house. Coming up next, Common Man and Timmy on The Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
Northbound 71 at 11th, there's an accident off on the right berm, about a 5-minute delay back from 670, and one more accident on West Broad at Wilson Road. This report is sponsored by Sunsetter. With a Sunsetter awning, turn your patio into a cool shaded retreat, up to 20 degrees cooler with the push of a button. And right now, save $350 at sunsetter.com. That's sunsetter.com. Life's better under a Sunsetter. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
Spring into savings at Great Lakes Hyundai. Right now, drive your new Hyundai with payments as low as $94 per month for a 2-year lease. Get spring lease savings on every model from Elantra to Palisade. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with owner assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Dublin or Columbus or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit payment on 26 Elantra SC, $39.95 down plus tax title first month's payment. 7,500 miles per year and $430.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven.
I feel valued as a member.
They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
Coffee, sandwich, hash browns. Tired of the same breakfast routine? Time to refresh your morning ritual with a $6 Tim's Trio from Tim Hortons. It starts with a premium blend of freshly brewed coffee, a hot, savory breakfast sandwich made with freshly cracked eggs, and for a tasty twist, a daily baked donut to sweeten the deal. Ask for the $6 Tim's Trio. Your morning ritual refreshed. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer. Medium coffee only. Terms apply.
Common Man here for Hollywood Casino Columbus.
Oh, Mikey, did you know something new is coming and it's right around the corner?
What is it?
Now you can stay while you play. It's the all-new Hollywood Casino Columbus Hotel. It's coming June 12th, and we want you to celebrate with us as we open the doors with a can't-miss concert and festival.
And here's something for you this month. It's the Win Your Way drawings on select Wednesdays and Saturdays. You can score $100,000. Plus, coming in May, it's the Hollywood Tribute Concert Series.
Ooh, must be 21 to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Enjoy more ways to save at Kroger, like low prices in every aisle. And you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the Kroger app. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. So it's always easy to save big. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply. See site for details.
Kroger makes it easy to save on fuel. Just redeem the points you've earned to save up to $1 a gallon at the pump. See store for details. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Hey, it's Austin Ward. Listen to The Beat with Austin and Byrne, now powered by the Waterworks and Header Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Get the latest Buckeye news, insights, and unbeatable analysis every day. Don't miss a moment. Stream The Beat with Austin and Byrne, sponsored by the Waterworks and Header Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
We are hiring. If you are a garage door pro or even just the handy person who can fix anything, we're hiring at Deluxe Door Systems. We're a 30-year garage door staple here in Columbus, willing to pay big to get great people. Apply at deluxedoorsystems.com.
What's the best way to make sure you don't miss any of your favorite fan shows? Oh no! Download the Fan app, silly.
Ah, damn it, I knew that.
App Store, Google Play, or just scream right at your phone. Psst. You can also listen to Buckeye games. Do it now.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, commercial properties. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Hi, I'm Josie. My daughter turns 5 today. Blow out the candles. I'm also an Ohio State Highway Patrol trooper. When you move over and slow down, you're not only giving me room to work, you're making sure I can get home to celebrate with my daughter.
Roadside workers have lives and families, but when they're on the job, they put it all on the line to protect and serve us. When you see flashing lights, remember, they're not just roadside workers. Thank you for moving over and slowing down.
Brought to you by ODOT, USDOT, NHTSA, and ODPS.
From posters and presentations to labels and loyalty cards, Staples has all the print to boost your brand. Shop now, in store and online. Staples, that was easy.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Happy New Week, everyone. We will see a chance of showers and thunderstorms throughout the day today, although most of us will remain mostly cloudy and breezy with highs in around 80 degrees. For tonight, chances of showers and thunderstorms linger. Otherwise, most of us stay mostly cloudy with our lows into the 60s. And then for Tuesday, the gusty winds continue yet again with highs in the mid to low 80s. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 weather impact forecast.
The Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook sponsor of Common Man and Timmy. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Oh, hi. We interrupt office ping pong to bring you an immature radio show. This is Common Man and Timmy.
I want to talk to you about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. Remember the first time that you failed to perform in the bedroom? Maybe you just laughed it off, thought it was no big deal. But then it happens a second time, third time. And you know it's a problem. ED is real. Erectile dysfunction. You know it's not real? Instagram models trying to sell you some chewable thing. That's ridiculous. You need to go to the people who do this all day, every day, and have an actual office. And that's our friends at Tri-State Men's Health. They have treatments that work when the pills or herbals fail. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%. And some treatments, Timmy, can even have you last an hour or more. Dear God. Why you'd want to do it for an hour, I have no idea.
Why wouldn't you?
Well, maybe you just keep doing it again and again.
No. The same.
Just the one? Just the once?
Yeah.
Seems excessive. Call them today, 800-900-9654, or visit tristatemenshealth.com.
Before we get back to my Masters Sunday, I saw this. This was a list of the top 10 sports naps. You got this?
Yeah.
The reason for it is that Masters Sunday topped the list, which I contend.
You contend.
That's not at the top of the sports nap list. Every other single Sunday PGA Tour event.
I agree with you.
That tops the sports nap.
I didn't want to fall asleep
the most
yesterday.
important thing in the world.
I wanted to keep my eye on the action.
Once the leaders go off, it is like we are laser focused. This is Augusta. So then he says Thanksgiving Day, football games. Got no problem with that.
If your family allows you to nap.
NFL Draft Day 3.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
That's a good one.
That's Saturday.
Saturday afternoon. Starts
afternoon.
at like 11 o'clock in the morning or noon, whatever the hell it is.
Rainy Major League Baseball Summer Day.
Okay.
Is good. NFL Combine in the background.
No, don't even want that.
I've never heard of that one before. Olympics in the background. You know, because it could be a Saturday or Sunday matinee because of the time changes with the Olympics being around the world. Masters Saturday. See, no. This is the Masters. Any other PGA Tour event, I've said this so many times before. I generally check in to the last bit of action for every week's event, but I'm scoreboard watching and I'm seeing if there's players up there, but I'm always sneaking in a nice sunny day, let that sunlight beam in, and then snooze a little bit on the couch earlier in that round.
I did nap a little bit on Saturday.
That's okay.
I have to tell you.
It's better than Sunday.
I know. I did nap a bit on Saturday.
What time on Saturday? Were you missing
1 to 3:15.
Scotty Scheffler's? 1 to 3:15.
Yeah. It's a good one. Good
Scotty
nap.
Scheffler had a 65 on Saturday. Did you see the stat about him, by the way, where
I thought he had a 65 yesterday.
No. He had a 68 yesterday.
68 yesterday.
65,
That's right.
65 Saturday was when he went nuclear, and he had the 1986 Jack Nicklaus putt on 17.
Right.
Where he trickled it right down there, and he just missed it by an inch or two, and that would have changed everything. But then Rory, of course, is going to be more buttoned up to play the 18th if he knows he's only up by 1, but not by 2. Anyway, the last few on this list were Saturday before Selection Sunday for a sports nap, January 1st bowl games, and here's one for you, Teddy, Daytona 500.
Yeah, I can see that.
Through that?
Well, because it's a
So
long race. So if you tune in and watch the beginning, you maybe nod off in the middle, and then you're waking up towards the end, that's fine.
Thank you, Ted.
Probably Indy 500's the same thing, I bet.
Thank you, Ted.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ted.
Can we talk about your family now? Because I'm upset for you. I texted you yesterday a couple different times about Golfy.
Mm-hmm.
And normally our texts are, immature and
brief, too. We're brief texters.
Whatever product you saw at the Sam's Club that was on sale or some sort of jiggling ass on Instagram that you sent me, something like that. But I sent you a couple golf things yesterday, and I noticed that you were not very quick to respond. Of all my buddies, I thought you would be right there at the TV. Mm-hmm. Responding to these missed putts or whatever with me, but
I was about maybe 45 minutes delayed on your Rory text.
I was a little concerned.
You were clearly texting about, Teddy, Rory had the big blow-up hole early.
He had a double bogey early.
It's ironic because, Rory, people have joked about him. The only thing that's held him back from being like not that you have to say he's a transcendent player, but he has 6 majors. Maybe what's held him back from being a 10 or 12-time major championship winner is his putting. He can putt. He's streaky. He wouldn't win these tournaments if he wasn't a streaky putter and could get him to roll in, but he 3-putts from 5 feet. I knew emphatically that that's what you were texting about before he got hot again.
Then
and I was late on it. I was in delay.
You told me that your family wouldn't leave you alone. That you were forced to leave the house, didn't even watch some of the Masters. You did some evening shopping at the Sam's Club just to clear your mind.
I did.
What the hell's going on in that house?
I took a little time out. I went out and I walked the dog, and then I left and went to Sam's Club. And I wanted somebody to tell me, like, aren't you supposed to be watching the Masters
this
right
is the
now?
biggest golf day
That's all.
of
That's
the year.
all that I.
They
all
know
that
this.
I wanted.
They know.
Yep.
They know how passionate. You have a putting green in your backyard. For God's sake.
Yep.
All right. They know how passionate you are about this, and yet they didn't care if you watched the Masters, if you were in the house. They didn't give you a moment's peace.
So the day started off where. I wonder, is staying up till 2:30 in the morning a good thing for our Sundays? Because it was one of those types of days where you could just see it right on Jack's face that...
What were you doing at 2:30?
I wasn't doing anything at 2:30. He was up playing video games or in his room. And no matter what you're doing, it just sets you back behind the 8 ball for Sunday. And then that bleeds in to what Monday's possibly going to look like. Hopefully today was a good day, but I guess I haven't seen him yet. We shall see. But it was just one of those things where he had a face on him and there was a tone right from the beginning of Masters Sunday morning. And then there was just sort of this little waft, this thing that you could feel in the house. You've had days like that, right? We all have in families where there's just a thing in the house. And so sooner or later, as I was already delayed, probably an hour into the coverage when I was watching, Sarah's going on a kick where she's running around the house doing chores. She's vacuuming the entire upstairs. I can just hear the... We don't vacuum. I mean, she vacuums maybe once every 2 or 3 weeks, and
But
we have
she
to
decided
pick
to-
right in the middle of Masters Sunday
Sunday.
coverage. So then I go and pick up the Dyson in the other room because we got 2 vacuums, one on each level.
Dueling
So-
vacuums. what are you trying to do? Smoke her out?
I start vacuuming in the whole
show you
downstairs
vacuums.
as if to stick it to him, and then I just decide at 5:45, 6 o'clock to go to Sam's Club, just hoping that someone would say like, well, geez, the end of the Masters are right on right here. And I'm like, really? I wasn't aware of that. So I just went out there and got the shopping done. I wound up finishing probably at 8 o'clock. So I was behind everybody when I got done watching
You didn't see any of it at the end.
No, I didn't.
You didn't see a thing. All because your family wouldn't leave you alone.
It was, and then, before that, it was, we got to go play some ping pong now. And I just wanted to say, like any other day, yes, except for today. No pongy.
Why did you have to play pongy?
Because we have to play ping pong.
Why? Why can't you say to your son, no pongy today?
That's what I said.
Daddy has to watch the golf. I play with you 364 days of the year.
I would love it if you would watch the golf with me.
I was at home watching the golf. You should have come over.
We could chit-chat about the golf. Oh, wow. Can you believe Rory had a double bogey? I'm there giving commentary to myself.
What's Timmy doing here? He lives here now, honey. His family won't stop vacuuming and bothering him.
I am going away for Masters weekend for the rest of my life. I'm putting my foot down.
You don't have to go away. Just come over.
It. Well, either way.
I'll take out some dry snacks. You can finger them. But Teddy, you can come over too. We can all finger the snacks together and watch the golf.
But you've got a family over there too.
Oh, they
what
don't
if they interfere?
care? No, we got a big house.
Didn't you say you saw a neighbor that was just walking?
Let me tell you how good my neighbor
her
is.
Entire family outside just to keep them away from the dude that was watching the golf inside.
I pull in about 6:30. We had dinner by my parents. Get back to the house 6:30. See my neighbor. She's got 3 young kids.
They're in it, huh?
And she's out doing laps around the neighborhood. And I see her go around once, and then I see her go around twice. What the hell's going on?
This is walking, right?
Yeah, this is a long walk, though. It's,
are they on their bikes or tricycles or anything like that?
Walking.
Just walking.
Just walk. She got the stroller out for the baby and the 2 other, waddling behind her. And I go outside and say, "What are you doing?" She goes, "Oh, I'm leaving Zach inside to watch the golf. He really likes the golf. So I take the kids out and, walk around the neighborhood a little bit so we can watch the end of the golf." I said, you know what? That's a wife. That's a good spouse right there.
That's amazing.
Yes, I know this is very important to you. You work hard. You're a good father. You don't neglect us, all of that. So once a year, I'm going to go out and let you enjoy the golf.
I just want Masters weekend and U.S. Open weekend and British Open weekend and maybe the PGA Championship weekend if it's compelling. But I could leave that one off to the side. But this is a non-starter. This is a non-starter right here. So if I've got to go Airbnb to just have clear head, quiet room, order in a couple of pizzas, get a couple of cold beers, find some crow's nest.
Teddy, you watched the whole thing, didn't you? No interruptions.
Yeah, pretty much.
You put the Yapper dogs right on your lap, probably.
Yeah, and I also, because I'm a big NASCAR guy, and they were racing at Bristol, so I had the split screen there for a while until the race is over. Then I watched just the Masters, the whole finale.
You think a lot of people are flipping back and forth between
split
I could be a unicorn on that.
You and T-Bone.
Race.
Yes, the Masters are in Bristol. Yeah.
Hey. Wow.
Do you think
No.
If you guys were hanging out together, say at Common Man's place watching the golf and you sort of nodded off, would it be like Ross and Joey?
Yeah, we'd nap together.
Yes.
We'd sort of cuddle up next to each other and spoon. Yeah. And then we'd get up and say, "Oh, that was the best nap ever."
You don't have the dueling black leather recliners, though.
What do you mean? I do in the stereo room.
You do?
They don't touch each other.
They're not recliners.
No, they are recliners.
Are they?
Yeah, they recline.
Okay.
You go all the way back in those babies.
Double cuck.
Double cuck chair.
That's fantastic.
Uh-huh.
Teddy, our guy, Gibbs.
Ty Gibbs.
Bristol.
Yeah.
Ty Gibbs.
He won it. I said top 5 for him, and he wins it.
Amazing. You all three of your picks in the pick your parlay won the race.
My racing,
outright.
I had top 5s for all 3 guys, and they all won their race.
Incredible.
Yeah, it sounds like a fun time. You know, it wasn't a fun time watching the Jackets. We'll talk about that in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
An accident has now been cleared away northbound 71 at 11th Avenue. Still a little slow traffic from 670, about a 3-minute delay, and also still an accident on West Broad over at Wilson Road. This report is sponsored by Sunsetter. With a Sunsetter awning, turn your patio into a cool shaded retreat. Up to 20 degrees cooler with the push of a button. And right now, save $350 at sunsetter.com. That's sunsetter.com. Life's better under a Sunsetter. I'm Eddie Zelek, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
Recently, our company softball team lost the big game by 1 run. Then Dale tried to console us with the quote, "Winning isn't everything." Dale's a loser. I play to win, like early payout from Bet365. If my team goes up big, I get paid out instantly, even if they blow the lead later. Sound familiar, Dale? Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
This spring, take a break from interest with 0% financing for up to 60 months on new 2026 Tucsons. 0%. Go now, Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit ends 4/30.
We can come the day you call us.
We're 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Brian, I've been meaning to ask you something.
Okay, ask away.
Sometimes when we're talking, I hear a little sparkling sound.
Is it when one of us says, all you have to do is point?
There it is. Did you hear that?
That's the sound of magic happening.
Magic? Like we can come the day you call us? Wow.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Unlock a $300 cashback reward when you spend $3,000 with a new Visa from Kemba Financial Credit Union, giving your budget a little extra breathing room. Apply at Kemba.org. Offer ends June 30th, 2026. Restrictions apply. Variable rate product. Equal opportunity lender. Qualified spend limited to the first 90 days.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
Their favorite basketball players are Leaky Black and Grady Dick.
That is childish nonsense.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
This dumb show brought to you by the Hinderer Motor Company. Foodgasm coming up at 4:46. Jason's beef with our guy Jayson Stark at 5:30. I want to dedicate the program today. Normally, when we dedicate the show, it's because someone has passed away, but that is not the case today. I mean, someone has passed away somewhere, but I don't know them. But I want to dedicate the show to 19-year goaltending veteran Jonathan Quick, who called it a career today.
Yeah.
And, of course, he was one of the great Blue Jackets of all time.
Yes, he was.
He was in town. He wasn't even in town. He was a member of the team for about 10 hours, Teddy? Was it less than that? More than that? I don't know.
In between a deal.
He got a jersey, right?
Yeah. And, he'll probably be a Hall of Famer when it's all said and done. And maybe he'll have a little Blue Jacket sweater on his plaque there in Toronto.
Is he going to get a tribute video?
I hope so.
The next time the Kings come to town?
Absolutely. Welcome him back.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Jonathan Quick night? Yeah.
Throw him up there. Who are some of those tribute videos in the past that
made
really
no sense?
Yeah. Really
lots of them, buddy.
Home/made no sense.
William Carlson was one of those tribute videos where
Wild Bill.
He came in as a member of Vegas, and he turned in to be quite a player. I want to say the Jackets gave him up in the expansion draft.
Yes.
And, he had a cup of coffee with the Blue Jackets, maybe scored a handful of goals. But then Vegas comes back in town, and William Carlson has a tribute video. And even he said at the time, I don't know why they gave me one, but thanks. Thanks for all that.
They've been known to do that. They've been known to do that if you maybe approached a year of service time with the CBJ, that you'd get that nod of approval. Alexander Texier, he had to have gotten one, right? I know we just ran into him against Buffalo.
Just saw him. We just saw
recently.
Sean Corrally, who
we got Corrali. Yeah.
Should have a tribute video. Jackets lose to Boston yesterday. Played better. That's what I'm told. this is what it's come to now. You know, the fact that this team was second place in the Metro and did actually control their own destiny. You know, what's funny is that I'm hearing everybody say after the loss last night, well, I mean, it's really out of their hands now. It was out of their hands before. They did not control their own destiny yesterday. They could have won that game and still not control their own destiny. They're done. It's over.
It's just that now their back is so far against the wall, they could literally be eliminated when their next team that could kick them out has a game, which is tonight. Philadelphia has a chance to go out there and eliminate the Jackets
point
tonight. They just have to get to overtime.
The Flyers need a point.
That's it.
In one of their last 2 games, because they have 2 games left to play and the Jackets have 1 game left to play. And this nightmare season will finally be over, but not before all the Capitals idiots descend on this city, and it's got to be like an Alex Ovechkin appreciation night in our very own arena this week for a Blue Jacket team that will be playing for nothing. This is what it comes to. A team that we were all confident in, air quotes, to make the playoffs 2.5 weeks ago. Now you're going to be playing for nothing. And all the Capital fans will descend on your building and take it over this week.
We've lost 8 of our last 10 hockey games, and we have done it to ourselves. I mean, sure, we played against some pretty good teams in this stretch, but
everybody's played against some pretty good teams, Timmy. It's the East. Everybody's got a condensed schedule. Look at Boston. Or not even Boston. Let's look at Buffalo. All we heard from the experts was, they're going to be tired. They played the night before against the Rangers. They're going to be coming in, and the Blue Jackets are going to be waiting for them, and they'll be rested. And what happened?
5-zip.
There you go. Well, last night, Bruins are really good. Well, they got their playoff seed all sort of locked up. You got your number 2 goalie out there in Corpy, and he looks like he's Patrick Waugh in his prime.
Yeah, we didn't just get corralled, we got Corpied as well.
That's exactly right.
Double good.
You want sort of a pat on the back because you didn't crap yourself against a Boston team that already has their fate determined? Good.
You know, it was just poetic, too. And look, I know NHL referees suck. We all know that. It was that the one play against Montreal that sticks out like a sore thumb, that goaltender interference that was just a phantom call. Didn't wind up affecting the game, but there was a chance when it was 4-2. It could have. I don't know why we didn't challenge that. And then yesterday, there was 7 Bruins on the ice at one point, and they missed that. But at the very, very end of the game, the end of overtime, you see that Zach Werenski...
Not overtime, regulation.
So, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they don't.
Regulation.
They don't go overtime.
No. We needed to get to overtime.
Jackets, no good point.
We were desperately trying to get to overtime, but there was only, 7 seconds left in the hockey game or whatever that was on the last faceoff. And you can see Zach Werenski puts his glove up as if he's confused because one of the linesmen is still talking to the bench.
The Boston bench.
Talking to the Boston bench, talking to the coaches over there. So something was amiss, but you know what? The puck was dropped. Every other hockey player started to play. Puck goes around the boards, and the game ends. That's it. And Z's a little bit late to get back to try to go after the puck there so they could have one more rush. And the time that they spent just sort of standing on the ice, just sort of looking around, I thought it was poetic for how this season has gone. Everybody just sort of standing around on the ice.
They start to undress.
Yeah,
right there on the ice. Well,
looking to see if there's some saving grace.
Jerseys off, I guess.
Looking to see if some miracle will drop out of the rafters and save us. No, you have blown this. Every single one of you together has blown this golden opportunity to be a lock for a playoff position. And now it's basically over. The Hurricanes, they're not even bringing a full squad to this game. Philadelphia is going to win this game. I really would I want to get it over with.
Timmy,
it feels so
over.
I know. It feels so bad. I just want it to officially be over so we can stop stressing about it. We're not getting into the postseason. They're not going to lose 2 straight games. Not even lose 2 straight games. They're not going to lose in regulation 2 straight games, and we're going to beat the Capitals in regulation.
Right. It's not just that. You got to worry about the Capitals. You got to worry about the Islanders. You've put yourself in a position where it's not just Philadelphia at this point. Look, it's done. They had a nice stretch this season. Also, It was great. I was there. I was in Milan. I mean, I didn't go to the game, but I went to the Olympics. Everybody was all excited about the hockey and the gold medal and all that. And I'm not taking that away. But I've always said that I'm club over country. And maybe that bothers some of you, that you think, representing your country is the ultimate goal. But to me, the health of my hockey club, my professional hockey club that I root for, trumps Team USA. I'm
not using that as an excuse.
No,
though,
I'm not using that as an excuse.
There was a lot of other NHL players that were on that team.
I understand. But what I'm going to say is, let's not pretend like Zach Werenski was the same guy after he got back from the Olympics.
Also, what the hell happened to Marchenko? You need your stars to play great hockey.
Teams adjusted
at the end of the season
to his game.
It's like he couldn't adjust. It's like he couldn't even get a decent shot on net. Fumbling the puck away when he's, getting his opportunities. It's disappointing. The start to the season for him, and then how much he struggled to put the puck in the back of the net, has been alarming here lately.
Well, it's over.
Yeah, it is.
That's the end of that. Now, what do they do in the offseason? And here we are.
What are we going to do going into next year? Is there anyone that should rightfully be picking this team to finish better than 9th or 10th in the conference
Who's
next
going to lead
year?
the team? Because I don't think it's a 71-year-old guy that's there now.
Too?
He got off the boat. He got off out of retirement because he thought he could, short-term fix this team. But I don't think he's signing up for a longer-term situation in Columbus.
And you're telling me that this roster is going to change that much more for the better on paper from this year going into next?
You're going to have to make some serious adjustments to this roster. I don't want to talk about the core this, the core that. Yes, you have young players that are going to be around, but a lot of pieces need to be moved around. Lots. By the way, happy birthday, Elvis. I hope I never see you again.
Today's his birthday. Thing. Can't keep doing the same thing again and again and again.
We're going to talk about a grade A bum coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
One accident has now been cleared out that was on West Broad over at Wilson Road. However, southbound State Route 256, an accident at I-70 blocks off 2 lanes, only the left lane open in through there. This report is sponsored by Custom Air. You're not just a homeowner, you're also an air conditioner that only works sometimes owner. Instead, you need cooling built and tested to keep going. Luckily, there's American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning built to a higher standard. Visit customairco.com for your estimate today. I'm Eddie Zellick for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Door Service. Most repairs are simple, but if left untreated, they can turn into costly repairs. Your garage door works hard every day, and a little maintenance goes a long way. We fix garage doors fast with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. Over 90,000 5-star reviews don't happen by accident. They happen by putting people first. Fixing your garage doors is what we do. From repairs to upgrades, call Don's Garage Door Service today.
Why choose between getting things done and doing things with the ones you love? With Kroger's same-day pickup and delivery, it's easy to shop the same great prices and quality you'd find in store. We'll bring your groceries right to you in our refrigerated trucks, so you can spend time on what matters most. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Save $20 on your first Kroger pickup or delivery order of $75 or more. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Truck drivers, have you been searching for a more reliable driving job? Get the paychecks and predictability you need as a Schneider driver. Schneider's large selection of driving jobs means you can get the home time that suits your schedule. Choose from daily, weekly, monthly, or sometime in between. Plus, Schneider drivers have access to great benefits with a 401k match and a 24/7 support team. Get the keys to a better driving job. Search openings near you and apply now at SchneiderJobs.com.
Refi your car loan at Kemba Financial Credit Union and get up to $500 cash back the next day. Sometimes a little extra cash is all you need to put a boost in your step and your bank account. More money, less stress. It's easy. Apply at Kemba.org. Restrictions apply. Ends April 18th, 2026. Equal opportunity lender.
This spring, celebrate the sparkle that she brings to your life with something that sparkles right back. Whether it's for Mother's Day, an anniversary, or just because, Diamond Cellar has the perfect gift for the women who mean the world to you. Visit Diamond Cellar today on Selma Road and at Easton Town Center.
Join the fan weeknights at 6 for the Buckeye Show.
And if you're asking if it's just a bunch of homers rooting for all things Ohio State,
Yes, it is.
proud to be your flagship home of the Buckeyes, the Fan.
Ohio's sports destination.
Mike Rowe here with a fun fact. Did you know that 50% of the air that you breathe inside your home comes from your crawl space? Yeah. Whether your crawl space is wet, musty, or your floors are bouncy, do yourself a favor and call a Groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to repair your crawl space. Schedule a free inspection with Ohio Basement Authority, a Groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
When you saw your heating bills this winter, did you think this is out of control? The problem is your house is leaking money, and the only thing higher than your heating bills are your cooling bills. Steve here from USA Insulation. Let us fix your energy bill problem for good. If you aren't foam insulated, you really aren't insulated. For $99 a month, interest-free, we'll foam your home and help cut those energy bills. 529-2440 or USAinsulation.net.
USA Insulation.
Bobby Carpenter here with the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. Hockey is a game of precision, balance, and smart moves on and off the ice. From managing the salary cap to developing young talent, the strongest franchises know success comes from patience, structure, and teamwork. You don't win championships by cutting corners. You win by building systems that last. Here's Chuck Moore, CEO, and Travis Sanders, president of Riverside Bank of Dublin, and their approach with clients.
Thanks, Bobby. Riverside Bank works with local businesses, organizations, and individuals to build strong financial foundations. They understand that growth takes planning, flexibility, and trust, whether you're expanding a business, managing day-to-day finances, or planning for the future.
That's right, Travis, because in hockey and in banking, success depends on preparation and the right support. Riverside Bank of Dublin, where relationships matter and smart money decisions lead to long-term wins. Look for our new branch location in Bridge Park in Dublin.
Tune in every day for the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. Visit their office at 6300 France Road in Dublin or online at riverside.bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
One watches QVC religiously. The other studies Paige Spirinak's golf swing. This is Man and Timmy.
Please subscribe to the podcast of This Stupid Show. It's available wherever you get your audio. Just search Common Man and Timmy. Click. Subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. Podcast is brought to you by our friends, Care Heating and Cooling. Here's a little behind the scenes, okay? So we're going to talk about a grade A douchebag bum, Sergio Garcia.
Sergio did not have a great look on the front nine at Augusta yesterday.
No, but it's the fact that he's just bitching and moaning and throws temper tantrums, and the whole world is out to get him.
He's been doing this for years too.
Drives me nuts. Shouldn't be allowed to play at Augusta. I don't care if he's won the thing in the past. They should take it away from him. So he had some, bitching and moaning after the round yesterday, and Timmy put some audio of Sergio Garcia in our system. And I went to test it out and play it, as I do, because I'm a professional.
Well, here's the hope, right? The hope is that, we talked about this before the show. I told him that I was going to collect some Sergio audio to put it in. So I labeled it, Sergio Garcia interview on Snapped Club, and I had it all ready to go in the system. And my hope was that we would get into the segment, and then I would tell you, like, hey, just unless you forgot, start typing in Sergio, you'll see the clip.
But what I'm about to tell you, my friend, is you lose. Just like I lost on Friday and I took my L like a man.
Yes,
today,
I do.
You lost because you were trying to be tricky dicky with the Sergio audio. And I think if you're a longtime listener, you know what I'm talking about. I don't have to say anything else. All right?
Nope.
You lose. You tried to fool me. I did not.
I did.
And Teddy, were you in on it too? Because you lose if you were.
I was aware of it, but I didn't have anything to do with how it was handled.
You lose, sir.
I do not lose.
I told Teddy what I was planning on doing, but that was my attempt to get one on you.
Now let's have a serious conversation though, because you're Mr. Golf Etiquette guy. I understand that if you're a former winner of Augusta, this entitles you to play every single year. But I think there are rules and decorum. And I'm not one of these guys that's a stickler for everything, right? I will call out institutions if I feel like they're being too stiff or rigid and not hip with the times and all of that. But at the same time, you got a guy here in Sergio Garcia that does nothing but complain about everything. Complained about the PGA Tour. They were out to get him, so he hightailed it over to Live, right? He and Phil just would bitch and moan to each other all over the place. My tens of millions of dollars are burning a hole in my pocket. What should we do? Let's stick it to the PGA and go play for Live.
It's just, he's not any good anymore either. There's no redeeming qualities for Sergio Garcia. This was the one major championship that he won. That's it.
But at least be bad and jolly.
Yes.
You're rich.
Be an elder statesman of the game. Like, you think Seve Ballesteros would be proud of what you're doing out there? Like your countrymen who put golf in Spain on the map? No. So it wasn't just that he went crazy. He slammed his club on a tee box 2 consecutive times. Then he snapped his driver right after that.
Throwing temper tantrums.
And then he picked up John Rahm's bag as if to, like, carry out a joke and pretended to caddy for him for a while up that same hole. And then afterwards, it was just, what's the deal with you not playing well in past Masters bad shots? Well, yeah, but what more could you say about that? Bad golf. And then what did the rules official have to say to you on the 4th hole? I'm not telling you.
Okay.
Like,
thanks for coming.
Thanks a lot, Sergio.
Thanks for being here.
Like, this is who you've become. I know that they've got a policy that they want to enforce a little bit more. Like, we talked about Wyndham Rewards, Wyndham Clark, and how he
throwing temper tantrums.
He beat the crap out of the locker room at, was it maybe Bethpage Black when they had the U.S. Open there last year?
She is a sleut. I'll tell you.
Well, they did do something to him, and he had to, like, write a letter of apology and get back in the good graces. The same type of stuff should happen to Sergio, outside of just tell the guy that he can't come back and play. He's got a green jacket, so that's basically your carte blanche to do whatever the hell you want to do and then always come back and play. That's not what the Masters should be about, because it is a game where etiquette is at the forefront in being a good sport. Sergio is none of those things. He's a bum and a loser, and I'm tired of watching him. That's why you play that early on Sunday, because you're so bad. I'm surprised you even made the cut.
Also, I mean, he's one of those guys. This is exclusive to the golf community. Like Cam Young, all right? Cam Young is what, 28, 29?
Yeah.
He looks like he just pulled up a stool at a marine bar, and he's 52 years old. He's walking with the gimp like I stepped on a landmine and nom. Yeah, grizzled old vet. And he's 28. Sergio Garcia looks like he's 70 years old.
Yeah.
He's probably younger than me.
How about that head of hair that Cam Young has? That's kind of what you're going after right now. Cam's got that hair where it's just puffs up perfectly
my point is, if you saw Cam Young out and about.
Oh, I think he was 40. He's 40 years old.
That's a
at least
50-something-year-old man.
I don't know about 50. He does not look like he's 28.
All these golfers. Scotty Scheffler. Scotty Scheffler's younger than Adam King. Adam King looks like he just put on big boy pants for the first time. Scheffler's got gray hair. He looks like he's a million years old. All these guys are out in the sun. Rory's got the gray hair and the melanoma on the pale skin. Looks awful. They look terrible for their age.
He's got that fair Irish skin, and he's been living in Jupiter, Florida for the last 15 years.
Just saying, all these guys look absolutely awful.
Yeah. I mean, you're outside all the time.
They look like raisins. By the way, Justin Rose, too. I'm rooting for you, buddy. You seem like a really nice guy. It's over. It's not going to happen for you.
Oh, no. JR, he's like a bottle of fine red,
you
man.
may win some of these little tournaments here and there.
Better with age.
When it comes to the big one, when everybody's looking at you, forget about it. It's over. Give up. Just quit and go crap yourself out of the back of the porn industry.
Poor
because
little
it's
Rosie.
Done.
Oh, man.
Poor little Rosie.
Poor little Rosie. What a great tournament that was, though.
It was a great tournament.
God, all those, I mean, for a while there, you had 5, 6 players that were all within 1 or 2 shots. Rory choked his lead away, then got it back. Rose looked like he was going to, tamp down on it. Then he 3 putts for par. It was so incredible. Such a good day at Augusta.
Plus, you had the little muscle hamster turd that, like Hatton.
Yeah, Hatton.
Tyrell Hatton.
He's a maniac, too.
He's a loudmouth, too.
Gotta watch that guy.
Yeah.
Not a lot of etiquette from Hatton either.
No, but at least
him and Sergio, they're live boys
He's
for a
not
reason.
breaking clubs, though.
I bet he's broken. I bet he's broken his fair
at his
share.
clubs.
Yeah, he yells at the wind. He yells at his clubs. He makes big gestures.
Buckeyes continue with spring practice today. You will hear from Ryan Day coming up next. Colin Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
Police are on the scene of an accident southbound State Route 256 at I-70 that's blocking the right lane. Now a 10-minute delay back from Livingston. More slow traffic westbound 670 between US 33 and I-70. That's a 3-minute delay. This report is sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority, your local expert. Are your floors sagging? Are musty smells reeking throughout your home? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the crawl space repair experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at ohiobasementauthority.com. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
Do you suffer from leg pain, leg swelling, varicose veins, or leg ulcers? Dr. Joseph Senta and Dr. Barry Zeta at Ohio Vein and Vascular are pioneers in the vein and vascular field. They can perform minimally invasive procedures that will get you back on track to a pain-free life. Stop living with leg pain and start the process to healthy living with a free healthy leg screening. 3 locations to serve you at Polaris, Reynoldsburg, and now open downtown. Go to loveyourveins.com or call 614-426-VEIN. That's 614-426-VEIN or loveyourveins.com.
This is Gordon Miller for Miller Lending, the original home of the no-cost mortgage. If you've been in the market for a new home or just wanted to take advantage of lower rates, recent events have shown exactly why Miller Lending chose to offer a way around bad timing with our no closing cost program. With no fees rolled in or charged, including the cost of title insurance, you can simply close on today's rates and refinance free of charge as rates improve. Over the past several months, we spoke to numerous borrowers who had heard rates were coming down and chose to wait. We explained that if rates did fall, you could simply update a few documents and refinance again, but why take the chance? So when rates spiked a 0.5% recently, not only was I disappointed that we couldn't help those who waited, but also for those buying a home who just saw a sharp increase to their monthly payment. So while we can't control the market, we can offer an alternative. Eliminate timing and say goodbye to closing costs forever. 877-9-NO-COST or simply apply online at nocostmortgage.com. Miller Lending is an equal housing lender and MLS number 250-2146.
Hey, it's AR here for Germain Honda of Dublin. If you've been thinking about upgrading your ride, now's the time. It's the Honda Spring Event at Germain Honda of Dublin, and they've got seriously low lease rates on the Honda HR-V and Civic for well-qualified buyers. I'm talking reliable, fuel-efficient, and fun to drive without stretching your budget. Stop by Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270. Check them out online at germainhondaofdublin.com. The Honda Spring Event won't last forever.
A friend is someone who knows where you came from. Someone who always shows up when you need them. Someone who's there for the good times and the challenging ones. With comprehensive insurance policies backed by award-winning customer service, Shelter Insurance is committed to being there when you need us most. To find your local agent, visit shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
The weather in Central Ohio just got better, so why shouldn't your loan rate? CME Federal Credit Union wants to try to beat your current loan rate by 2% on autos and toys. Plus, no payments for 90 days on car loans and 60 days on motorcycles, boats, and more. Go to CMEFCU.org today.
Common Man here for Hollywood Casino Columbus.
Oh, Mikey, did you know something new is coming and it's right around the corner?
What is it?
Now you can stay while you play. It's the all-new Hollywood Casino Columbus Hotel. It's coming June 12th, and we want you to celebrate with us as we open the doors with a can't-miss concert and festival.
And here's something for you this month. It's the Win Your Way drawings on select Wednesdays and Saturdays. You can score $100,000. Plus, coming in May, it's the Hollywood Tribute Concert Series.
Ooh, must be 21 to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Our yoga instructor challenged us to find inner peace. I found it faster than anyone. After 4 seconds, I stood up and screamed, "I found Nirvana! I win!" They asked me to leave. I guess they don't respect winning. Bet365 does, though. New customers get $200 in bonus bets just for betting $10. Namaste, losers. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
With over 33 years of experience, Newman Roofing has become a household name in Central Ohio. Voted best roofing company 4 years in a row, Newman Roofing delivers a white glove experience every time. When it comes to your roof, call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit newmanroofing.com today.
Coffee, sandwich, hash browns. Tired of the same breakfast routine? Time to refresh your morning ritual with a $6 Tim's Trio from Tim Hortons. It starts with a premium blend of freshly brewed coffee, a hot, savory breakfast sandwich made with freshly cracked eggs, and for a tasty twist, a daily baked donut to sweeten the deal. Ask for the $6 Tim's Trio. Your morning ritual refreshed. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer. Medium coffee only. Terms apply.
Colin Man here for Weed Man. I talk to you about Weed Man every year. Why? Simple. Number one, I use it. Number two, it works. You want to get those lawn roots thick, baby, because when that happens, they resist weeds, disease, and insects, and they're using top-of-the-line stuff. We're talking golf course quality. Weed Man is locally owned and operated by Corbin and Audrey. They will take care of you. Proudly serving Central Ohio and our Dayton friends. Call your local office, 614-733-3747, weedman.com.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios, driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon. This is Paul Keels. The Philadelphia Flyers Carolina Hurricanes game tonight will be of interest to the Blue Jackets. Should Philadelphia manage just 1 point in the game, it will eliminate Columbus following the Jackets' loss at Boston last night. Regular season finale for the Blue Jackets is tomorrow when they play host to Washington. Ohio State in their final week of spring football. Head coach Ryan Day stating that Saturday's spring game will be full tackling other than a couple of drives and, of course, excluding any contact with quarterbacks. And even though it's already been known that running backs Bo Jackson and Isaiah West would not play, it's not likely, according to the head coach, that Legend Bay and Anthony Turbo Rogers, other running backs, will not go. There are reports that the NFL could add an 18th regular season game as soon as the 2028 season. Baseball, Cleveland Guardians in St. Louis to meet the Cardinals. Off day for the Cincinnati Reds, who today optioned outfielder Noel B. Marte to AAA Louisville and have called up Reese Hines. This update brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Get 100% of your money back if not happy.
A show you can feel deep down in your plums.
No, that is a bad place to touch. No, 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 no.
This is Common Man and Timmy.
Foodgasm coming up at 4:46. Jason's beef with our guy Jayson Stark at 5:30. Patriots coach Mike Vrabel will not take part in the team's pre-NFL draft press conference today. I'll tell you what, man, this whole thing with Deanna Rossini, whatever the hell her name is, and Mike Vrabel, sure seems like a lot more than a big old nothing burger. I know both of them wanted to sort of toss it aside, or were just longtime friends, but now you have your head coach, oddly not being a part of a press conference, press availability today, and The Athletic / New York Times, the employer of Diana.
Right.
You know, they're trying to figure this out. What do we do? Do we allow her to continue to cover this game and post things when she's a big part of this news cycle? And then I actually saw Portnoy today make a little bit of sense, where he said that he believes this was a private investigator of some kind.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to have paparazzi hanging out, getting shots like this from that type of distance. We're not talking about Michael Jackson at this resort here. It's Mike Vrabel and an NFL reporter. And he was saying he wouldn't be surprised if somebody in the Vrabel camp, maybe his wife, somebody in the Diana Rossini camp.
Yeah,
maybe Mr. Shake Shack hired a PI to see what was going on.
I hadn't thought of that initially, but now when you talk about the angles and sort of the distance that that those photos were taken from, which, by the way, was a headline last week where I think it told us oh, these photos were shopped to numerous different outlets.
Is that a
to the
headline?
highest bidder? Yeah, no kidding. Like
That's the way this business
salacious
works.
Stories like that. That's exactly what you're going to do. You say, hey, I've got a thing here. It's Mike Vrabel and an NFL reporter that they're both married and they're getting pretty buddy-buddy together. So that they could be onto something there. I'm with you. I don't think that it is a nothing burger, and there has to be boundaries when you are in jobs like that. There should be boundaries no matter what it is.
There's a lot of layers to
if
this.
you're a married man, if you're a married woman, we talked a little bit, last week, and we are not the people that say that you're not allowed to have friends of the opposite sex, and you could go out and have lunch and be amongst friends and all that, but there is still a certain type of decorum that in a way that you have to behave.
When you make your living in the public eye, and right or wrong, Mike Vrabel does that. Diana Rossini does that. When you make your living in the public eye, I don't want to say there's a certain expectation, but you have to be extra careful, okay? Now, there are a lot of guys out there and girls out there that step out. And I don't think this is necessarily just a morality issue. Some people want to focus on that. I think it's a common sense issue. The same way where, Urban's caught on camera
at the bar,
feeling up someone's cracky. All right. Is this a morality issue, or is this man, you're a head coach of a team, and what the hell is your priority list looking like right now?
Urban rightfully got hammered for that.
Right.
That was a bad look and not the right thing to be doing for a married dude.
That's the only coach stepping out? Of course not. Right? But this is a special situation because you're stepping out, presumably, with someone who covers the league. I said the same thing about Jay Glazer when he got all butthurt that Aaron Rodgers didn't return his text messages. Well, he's dead to me, like a scorned lover, because Aaron Rodgers wouldn't buddy-buddy with you in the offseason like he did before. You have established a personal relationship. You're supposed to cover the league.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be friends or go to hotels or go by the pool.
Level. That's a second level to this where it isn't just, oh, I'm married, you're married, we're doing this. There's a business relationship part of this too, where what if they have it out? Let's say that they were even just becoming great friends and it wasn't, and again, it's still alleged that it's gone to romantic levels, but let's say that they were friends and then they had a falling out. Would Diana Rossini be able to not let that affect the way that she covers Mike Vrabel or that football team?
Absolutely not. Want to know why? Because we're all human beings. You can say, yes, it doesn't affect my job, and that's a lie. That is a lie we tell to ourselves. Personal relationships always get in the way of work.
Well, then there's the answer. You shouldn't be doing it in the first place.
Like the time that I had sex with the awful announcing people. It got ugly then.
Yeah, it did.
We didn't call each other. It's awkward. I wouldn't do that.
No. The fan poll question today, by the way, sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub. Is it any of our business?
Best fan poll I've ever seen, too, by the way.
Is it any of our business what happened between Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini? Yes or no?
I think it is.
And overwhelming 67.9% said no. 32.1% said yes.
I think it is, but probably not for the reasons that you think it is. Mike Vrabel's going to have to answer to Mrs. Vrabel. Diana Rossini's going to have to answer to her husband, Mr. Shake Shack. But I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about ethical boundaries that should exist and do exist for a reason. All right, Ryan Day. Last week of spring football, Ryan Day always holds court on Mondays. Here is Ryan Day talking about Julian Sands' improvement.
As a quarterback coach, always want more. That being said, you do feel a lot of progress being made in the huddle in particular, the way that he can get us in and out of plays, the way he operates the offense, the way he communicates in the huddle at the line of scrimmage is excellent. But we always want more. So we're always going to keep driving at it because there's so many more things that we got to get better at. But there's definitely improvement each practice.
We can be hopeful, right, that this defense comes out and they're the number one defense in college football again, and Matt Patricia's earning every single dollar that's in his contract and all of that. But the reality is you're probably not going to have the number one defense in the country again just because of all the guys that you're losing off of last year's defense.
I'm with you on that.
So I think it goes without saying that if this Buckeye team is going to be great, it's going to be great because Julian Saint's going to be great.
Yeah, and you need him to take a big step, and maybe this becomes one of your teams that is known for putting up 50 to 55 points per game, because that's what you need from those guys. And I don't think any of us even believe that Julian Saint is not going to improve a lot from year one to year two. Like, this is his time to shine.
And this was still
now.
a guy that was sitting in New York last year, Timmy.
He was
it's
at
not
the
like,
Heisman ceremony.
What a bum this was.
No,
he was excellent.
So he will have an opportunity to hopefully win a Heisman Trophy, if not get back to the ceremony again for back-to-back years. And you look at the wide receiver talent around him. Jeremiah, of course, is getting better each year. He's still here. You get all these new faces around. Brandon Ennis, he's a veteran. Chris Henry Jr., Brock Bowers has been turning a lot of heads in spring practice. Some receivers that we're excited to watch play again this year.
Ryan Day, about what has surprised him this spring.
Like I always say, I never feel good about anything, coming out of these practices. You never know what to think. I talk to so many coaches across the country. How's your team look? Oh, they look really good. And I'm like, well, I don't feel that way. Because I know what we have to do. I know the schedule about the play, and I know what the expectations are. So, we got to wake up early. We got to get to bed early, and we got to come in here and just attack every single day. I wouldn't say it's one position group over another, but I think that the guys have played with a certain level of effort and intensity in practice every day. People who go to multiple practices have commented to me on how hard our guys are practicing, so I think that's good. I know we need to go, so I'm not really content or satisfied with anything right now. We got to keep getting better.
Spring game on Saturday, Ryan Day did say that aside from a couple plays here and there, it's going to be full tackle. Except don't touch the quarterbacks. That goes without saying. One thing we will not really see on Saturday, though, is anybody at the running back position.
Everybody's hurt.
They're
now.
all sort of hurt.
Yeah. I guess we don't need to run. We can just throw the ball all day long.
You'll have guys out there. But
we'll have more walk-on type of players
not really the
out
guys
there
that we're excited to see.
I was just seeing this on my feed right now. So they had the 4-miler this past weekend.
Yeah, Jen
so
Winters
that was one of those
there.
cool things. Yeah. And the official Ohio State athletics page put Julian Saint out. They're doing how many years have we been doing the Victory Bell as a tradition now? Was last year the first year they did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a new Ross Bjork thing, trying to throw that in there. Well, it's Julian Saint. I always find it funny because there's only one camera angle because it's a very narrow alleyway, and he's just in there just with his nice, good, clean smile.
Ringing the bell?
Just ringing the bell. And
God bless him.
It's a pulling motion where you have to reach up high and then yank the rope down.
Well, you got to yank that
get
chain.
it to ring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a great little vid.
You brought up Bjorky. Bjorky wants to hear from Buckeye fans about renovations to the shoe. Details next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
Southbound State Route 256, still an accident blocking the right lane at I-70. Police wrecker over there on scene. And a new accident on Bryce Road that's between I-70 and East Green Boulevard. This report is sponsored by Shores and Islands, Ohio. You are here soaking up the sunshine, easing into island time, kicking back and jumping in, sipping, sunning, and settling in. Visit shoresandislands.com and plan your summer escape today. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
Want to start testosterone therapy? Don't settle for one-size-fits-all doses from your doctor or pay hundreds out of pocket at a TRT franchise. At Low T Center, you can get insurance-covered TRT customized to your body for maximum effectiveness and safety. Low T Center continues to lead the industry in TRT. And this month, enjoy a free men's T test and discounted peptides while supplies last. Head to lowtcenter.com and sign up for your free test today. That's lowtcenter.com.
If your garage door looks like it's survived several economic downturns, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, we've been transforming the look of people's homes with beautiful Clopay doors for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
This is Gordon Miller from Miller Lending, the original home of the no-cost mortgage. Back in 1989, when I first went on the radio to introduce this whole no closing cost concept, where you could actually close on your mortgage without the lender taking $15,000, I had no idea if I had created the next pet rock fad of the day or something that would define my career over the course of the next 37 years. But once mortgage rates fell from 9 down to 6, our business exploded and I never looked back. You see, a no-cost loan is the only consumer-friendly mortgage where the homeowner actually holds all the cards. Short funds to close, eliminate thousands of dollars in closing costs. Rates are now down almost 2% from the peak, but you're holding off due to the cost of a refi? Not anymore. So let's start you down that path of eliminating closing costs once and for all and keep that money where it belongs, with you. 877-9-NO-COST. That's 877-9-NO-COST. Or simply apply online at nocostmortgage.com. Miller Lending is an equal housing lender and MLS number 250-2146.
Hey, it's Bo Bishop here. You've heard me talk about High Bank Spirits, but the food is just as good. Brunch worth planning your weekend around, seasonal dinners perfect for date night or game night. Plus, kids eat half off every Monday. Find menus and locations at highbankco.com. Dine, drink, distill at High Bank.
Listen up, Columbus. Before you buy or lease a new Honda, see Lindsay Honda first. For a limited time, every new Honda includes a complimentary gift. Choose a KitchenAid stand mixer, a 75-inch high-def TV, or a zero-gravity massage chair when you buy any new Honda. Plus, drive a new 2026 Civic Sport, just $199 a month, or a 2026 CR-V LX, just $279 a month.
Honda makes the cars, Lindsay makes the difference.
During the Honda Spring event, see lindsayhonda.com for details.
Ever wonder where your go-to maintenance person gets the metal products they need to fix yours and everyone else's problems? The best in the business go to Metal Supermarkets for their wide variety of metal products and shapes to tackle projects from simple to complex. Metal Supermarkets is your source for all metals cut to size and ready fast. No minimum order with maximum service. Visit the family-owned franchise on North Wilson Road or at Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com.
Have you ever met a man who wins money betting on tennis? Enter Scotty Vegas. Join Scotty and Dave Biddle for On the Money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
Sunday mornings at 9 on The Fan.
Nobody ever cast a vote for Amy Acton, but she stopped yours. At the last minute, the day before the 2020 primary, Acton called off and canceled the election, defying a judge's orders and abusing her power to silence voters. Now, Acton wants more power as our governor. We already gave her a chance, and we've seen what she'll do. Suspend elections and silence us. Ohio can't afford liberal Amy Acton leading our state. We deserve a governor who will stand up for voters, not shut them down. As our governor, Vivek Ramaswamy will fight for us to protect our voice at the polls and defend election integrity by supporting safe and secure elections with voter ID. Because here in Ohio, voters have the power, not unelected bureaucrats. Protecting your voice to secure our future. Lower costs, bigger paychecks. Vivek Ramaswamy for governor.
Paid for by Vivek Ramaswamy and Rob McCauley for Ohio.
For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers the professional grade products you need, delivered when and where you need them. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Look for about a 20% chance of a thunderstorm early tonight across central Ohio, then just partly to mostly cloudy overnight into Tuesday morning. Overnight lows in the middle 60s on Tuesday. I think you'll notice a little bit of humidity in the air. High temps around 83 with about a 40% chance of a couple showers, even a couple of thunderstorms, especially during the afternoon hours. Wednesday looks very similar with a high of about 83 degrees. That is your 97.1 The Fan weather forecast. I'm 10 Weather Impact Chief Meteorologist Chris Tomer.
The Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook sponsor of Common Man and Timmy. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
One of these men is on an extremely high dose of antidepressants. The other one should be. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
I want to talk to you about my friends at Universal Windows Direct. April's the perfect time to reset your home for the long run, and Universal Windows Direct makes that decision easy. Right now, when you buy 2 windows, you get 2 free, and there's no limit. You all right over there?
I'm good. Yeah.
No limit. The more you upgrade, the more you save. If you need to replace 100 windows, will you only pay for 50? How about that? Plus 24 months with no payments and no interest, and a $500 bonus off your home improvement project. Buy 2, get 2 free, no payments, no interest for 24 months, plus $500 off. How can you go wrong? Refresh your home now and enjoy the comfort for years to come. Like me, you'll be saying...
And how you doing, little partner?
Fine. And it's little visitor now. Attaboy is how you say it in Cherokee.
Oh, well, pardon my French, but I'll be damned.
Walker told me I have AIDS.
You just jammed it in there.
I didn't. I said I was going to say the slogan, but instead, like me, you'll be saying, Teddy, you didn't like that one either? The artistry, putting it right in the spot like that?
No, because that wasn't an audio cut. That would have been just you saying, I love my windows.
Yeah, you're yelling, I
It
love
doesn't
my
have to be an
windows.
audio cut.
Yeah,
Well, you wanted our opinions.
Were you expecting it?
I can't say that I was expecting
Then
it, but
I win.
I mean, we could
didn't give me you get no rush.
Yeah.
I tried. I really
See, now
tried.
you guys are
There's no
all, you guys
foreplay.
are
I
all
tried
to
butthurt because yours didn't
I tried to
work
sneak
today.
it into a different soundbite that you would have played thinking that it was Sergio Garcia.
That's creative, what
but
Timmy is
You
trying.
had to go and check the clip before we came back on the air.
Sorry for being a professional.
I'm sorry. I'm
Sorry
sorry
about
too.
that.
I'm sorry too. I wish you would have just trusted me that it was in there.
Sorry, you're all
Didn't have to
butthurt
play
because
it.
yours didn't work and mine was awesome.
Well, how you doing, little partner?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
I had a little tickle in my throat. You know, you were pointing this out to me. Now I'm looking ahead, and you're right. We're getting a day on Sunday that goes back down into the 40s. Here we are. It's
gonna be like 80 all
week. It
week.
looks like it's going to 80, and we've fully left winter time, and we're going right back to 47 degrees on Sunday and 54 and partly cloudy next Monday.
Well, that does sound good.
Oh, my God.
That sounds frolicky time.
Why can't it just be that every single day forever?
That's not where we live.
That's not how the world works.
All right,
either.
Bjorky. He's all about the atmosphere.
Yes, he is.
We got the shot all fixed now. We got the gray court.
We got that victory bell that I was just
lighting.
telling you about with Julian saying.
Right, that's football. But I mean, for basketball, we got that whole atmosphere all sorted out. No problems there whatsoever. And so now he's going to tackle the football. We already have the Buckeye leaves on the scoreboard for the crowds. They can get into it. So, because Buckeye fans, we need to know when to cheer. And if we can earn a little merit badge like a Buckeye leaf on the scoreboard, well, that's permission to cheer. So, you have an older building,
you get a Buckeye leaf just like the players do.
Just like the players do.
Why don't you like it? Why can't you just conform?
We got the bell.
Yeah.
You ring that before the game.
You really got to jump up on the rope and you got to pull it down with your whole body weight.
You got drones up in the sky for night games. We got that. That's fun. But Bjorky is going to survey Ohio State fans about what else we can do to make the shoe, in his words, a hot happening place.
He's going to survey fans and season ticket holders about more potential renovations. We, as a university, have retained CSL, a sports and entertainment consulting firm. We can't just do the survey. Got to get a consulting firm.
Well,
that's
they're
gonna help do
they're
this.
not experts in surveys. They got to hire the experts for, I'm sure, 6 figures and spend some more money on that.
It's going to start circulating this week, this survey, and it's believed to be the most extensive assessment of potential upgrades in at least 10 years.
Hope it goes to Tyvus's house, because we'll have a dome over that bad boy.
He contends
that
he wants to see a dome right here in Columbus, Ohio. He does not want to see the shoe
Tyvus would play
go into the future.
Single football game in a dome.
Yeah, he loves that Lucas Oil Stadium vibe. Bjorky said we've got to keep up, whether it's driving revenue, whether it's aging amenities, whether it's fan experience stuff. It's really just making sure the stadium is modernized every step of the way.
You know how you keep up? Look, I understand it's his job. I get it, man. This is what he's paid to do. But you keep up by being awesome, by committing yourself to excellence and going out and finding the best players and the best coaching staff. And when Matt Patricia comes along and says, I'm only sticking around if you make me the highest paid coordinator in the game, you open up the wallet and you pay him. That's how you keep yourself relevant.
I guess I go back to my thoughts as a Washington Commanders fan, but this was a much bigger deal. They were thinking about naming the team, kind of a big thing, not just tinkering with their old, piece of crap stadium, because they've solved that issue. We know that they're going to go back to Washington, D.C., the old site of RFK Stadium, but they sort of, air quotes, put out the surveys to what they thought the fans would want for the team names.
Right.
And then did they listen to any of those things?
Ultimately, they did what they wanted to do.
Yeah, ultimately, they did what they want to do. So,
like my wife asking me a question.
Sure, right?
Why did you even ask?
Where do you want to go to dinner tonight? Why
How
don't
about
you?
this? No, I don't like that. Okay, well, where would you like to go then, honey?
Set up a nice Italian restaurant for us.
Sure.
Oh, it's an hour walk from here.
That's a difference.
It's not going to work out. So I guess in essence, I like the fact that you're willing to ask and you're willing to do a little survey. But when we're talking about a football stadium, I think it's pretty cut and dry, right? If you're keeping the shoe, you're keeping the historic stadium. I do believe I'm for that. I would like to see grass on the field. That's one thing.
We can't.
And we're not even players, you know? We're not even players. And I think that's mainly going to benefit them. But we can't have that, right?
Because I bet you that's not even on the survey.
I bet you it's not.
Bjorky thinks that's a non-starter. I would write it in.
He's not budging on that,
If there's a place to write it in the margin, if you get one of these surveys, I want you just to write in grass in huge, Sharpie bold. Even questions that don't even ask that question. What's your thought on the current scoreboard situation?
Grass.
Grass. Everything grass.
Yeah, I mean, a stadium, you're going to have your luxury boxes, which, of course, they already have there. If you're going to renovate those.
Yeah, look, I understand
your bathrooms, you'd like to be
have
nice.
More premium
good
fan
concession
experiences.
options, Wi-Fi, all that.
All of that. You know, I hear about the airline industry and how the airline industry is pretty much funded by first class and business class seats. That's where the airlines are making their money. Not necessarily on the 90% of passengers in coach, but the 10% of passengers that are flying with upgrades. And I'm sure that Bjorky would say the same thing about Ohio Stadium. They make their real money with the extras, with the luxury suites and the experiences. And I'm all for expanding that. If you have an appetite amongst Richie Riches for that, to really infuse some cash into the program and continue to put great talent on the field, I'm all for that. But I don't really think the general atmosphere needs to change that much. You want to know why the atmosphere is going to be better at Ohio Stadium this year than it was last year? Because you have more competitive games. Because you've got 6 of the 12 games on the schedule that you can look at and say, that's a coin flip. I don't know if we're going to win that game.
Yeah,
all right,
absolutely.
And that's going to make for a better experience and a better crowd. When you are putting a MAC team on the schedule where you're favored by 50 points at home, then just naturally your crowd's going to be a little bit more lackadaisical because it's not going to be a competitive game.
Yeah, we know we've got an imbalanced schedule in the Big Ten. So
College
some of those
football's
years,
like that.
Yeah, some of those years you're going to get more of your Big Ten games at home. Even in odd years.
Unless you change the formula of the way you schedule in college football, it's going to be like that. It's not going to be like the NFL.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the shoe, to me, there aren't many football stadiums. We've talked about this before. It's fewer and far between where you got a football stadium that has lots of character, right? Typically, you're looking at baseball parks. You're looking at college basketball venues because a lot of those have stood the test of time. I didn't realize, too, when I was traveling in Boston, Northeastern University, quick fun fact, they just closed it down. I was Googling and researching this because I'm always, my heart loves college basketball venues. There's a lot of old, college teams with Harvard and BU, Boston College, and Northeastern was right there near where we were staying. Their place, Matthews Arena, was the oldest multi-sport arena in the world. It just closed in March. They just decided to tear it down. But places like that, they have charisma, right? They're intimate. They're smaller. But the shoe is lucky that they've got a building like that they have that stadium that has the rotunda where everybody wants to get their picture taken. People will travel from a long way away just to see what a football game is like at Ohio Stadium. I think less is more. It's just do the normal things that you got to do to upgrade a stadium to take it into the future. That's all you really need with that place.
We got some sad news for a Columbus institution. That's coming up in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
The right lane still blocked from an accident southbound on State Route 256 over at I-70, about a 10-minute delay back from Livingston. And on State Route 315, another accident near Highview Drive. This report is sponsored by Fresh Time Market. Your self-care routine is about to glow up. Enjoy 30% off all vitamins and body care at Fresh Time Market from April 8th through the 14th. Take care of yourself and your wallet at one of the biggest sales of the year. Fresh Time Market, rooted in your well-being. I'm Eddie Zelek, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
Forever starts with the perfect diamond. Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar, and for over 78 years, our family has helped generations of couples celebrate love with brilliance, quality, and unbeatable prices. At Diamond Cellar, bigger diamonds and better prices are our promise to you. Whether you're popping the question or upgrading your sparkle, trust the experts. Because diamonds, they're our forte. Visit us at Diamond Cellar on Sawmill Road or at Easton Town Center and learn more at diamondcellar.com.
Hey there, friends. High Bank isn't just award-winning whiskey. They also make the best vodka in America. With 3 Central Ohio locations serving scratch-made food and craft cocktails, High Bank is perfect for date night, game day, or drinks with friends. Learn more at highbankco.com. Dine, drink, distill at High Bank.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, energy bills have been crazy as of late, which has had our phone ringing off the hook. Pella windows give you both a home makeover and often an energy bill makeover.
We hear that all the time at the other window place. We love the makeover. No, wait. We want a do-over. That's what they say. Is do-over and makeover the same thing?
Get the windows that homeowners rated the leading window brand in Columbus at PellaColumbus.com.
Hey, it's Austin Ward. Listen to The Beat with Austin and Byrne, now powered by the Waterworks and Header Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Get the latest Buckeye news, insights, and unbeatable analysis every day. Don't miss a moment. Stream The Beat with Austin and Byrne, sponsored by the Waterworks and Header Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
Timmy has more jiggling silicone in his Instagram feed than Sydney Sweeney riding a mechanical bull. This is Common Man and Timmy.
Fishy has handed me the plug sheet for tomorrow. We get things started with T-Bone and Tyvis. It's Hot Take Tuesday. They'll talk to Jean-Luc Grandpierre, the hyphenator, at 7:17. Dom Taberry will pop on with Bo Bishop and friends. Joshua Perry's in for Reeser tomorrow. He'll be on at 10:30. Taberry will. Josh Perry will be there the entire day. Austin Ward's on Rothman and Ice at 2:30 tomorrow. And on this show tomorrow, it's the big, too girthy Tuesday show. We got Inside the Buckeyes, Rapid Fire, Timmy Time. See you next Tuesday. It's all tomorrow, right here on The Fan.
Nothing like a Tuesday here on the show. I'm sad about this news.
I'm sad, too.
This is not good.
The Thurman Cafe over in German Village, they had an electrical fire yesterday, and they said it's hard to say when reopening will be possible as cleanup and repairs begin. A restaurant wrote in a post on social, "Thank you for all the love and support we've been seeing. We're glad everyone's okay and thankful the electrical fire happened during the day so someone was around to catch it before it was even worse." You know, it's been around since 1942. It's a legacy restaurant. I didn't see a cause of the fire.
Said electrical fire.
Electrical, but I don't know what the hell that means. I
don't either. I mean,
the building's old.
It's old, yeah. You said it yourself. It's been around there since 1942. That German Village in itself is very, very old. I mean, they've got rules down there for how you can even renovate your homes. Like, it's very particular. And
I respect that, too, by the way.
I do, too.
I like that.
I do, too. We need some places like that. Like, you want to put a certain kind of siding on your house down there? Well, too bad. It's got to conform. It's got to be a certain shade. They've got their nice, quaint brick roads, which is hell to drive on. But there are a few places in Columbus that are better to take a walk in, like on a nice Saturday evening as it's going from, dusk to darkness.
Dusk to dawn?
Yeah, dusk to dawn.
Vampire movie?
Sure. Selma Hayek is out there going nuts.
That's the one thing I miss about the old building. Actually, there's many things I miss about the old building. The bum effing outside. That was always fun.
We're on the 3rd floor, and we had a bunch of windows in our talk studio.
But
we could see the Kroger Marketplace.
We were right there, adjacent to German Village. We'd go on frolics through the village.
Yeah.
Stop at the patisserie.
Yep. Go to the Brown Bag Deli.
Let's get a little sandwich.
Every now and then.
Nice walkable
Cat singers.
area. You don't have any of that here.
No.
Walk right onto Riverside Drive and kill yourself if you want to.
We got the Hofbräu House right around the corner. We got JT's right around the corner now.
Can we walk to that, though?
Yeah.
You can?
Oh, yeah. And by the way, like, what a bad run for just... You got our guy from Schmitz passed away.
Yeah.
In a fire. Oh, man.
The Hunan Lion was closed down for like 2 years because they had a fire.
Yeah, your spot, one of your favorite restaurants of all time.
I hope the Thurman Cafe is not going to be closed down for that long.
Oh, my God.
But you know what? When you're dealing with these old buildings, it takes a while to renovate. I'm sure they have to deal with insurance, which is a pain in the crack.
Pain in the crack? Pain in the ace?
Yeah.
I also, spewing from the anus. Part of the thing that makes the Thurman Cafe special is its age and how the interior and the decor with all the dollar bills that are all over the place, that gets added to as time goes on. And if a lot of that got damaged, you're going to replace it with a gleaming new restaurant. And then
hopefully none of that got damaged. I don't know.
Hopefully, but I would still rather them renovate, fix, reopen if it had to be a brand new restaurant than to not come back at all, because it's about the burgers that they make. It's about the people that work there and the customers that go and enjoy the burgers. And I was getting excited for Burger Time here this summer. We're still going to do it.
We're going to do it.
But the Thurman Cafe would have absolutely been one of the first places on my burger tour to stop at.
We focused on pizzas for a long time because of Pizza Madness, but Timmy will be embarking on a burger tour. And actually, if you have some tips for Timmy, email us, goodcleanboy@gmail.com, places for Timmy to check out.
I had a good Preston's last week before we went to the show.
Excellent choice.
The show we saw was fantastic. The run just ended, but if you ever get a chance to see Shucked, if you're a fan of lavish Broadway musicals, as am I, put Shucked on your list. Before we went over there, the thing that we've started to do, because there's limited time, it's tough to get a meal in and then get downtown and then get seated in a theater like that when there's lines. So the Little Grand has become our go-to whenever we're going to a show that starts at 7:30, where Sarah will meet me here at the office, hop over to the Little Grand. Doesn't take too long. It was hopping last Tuesday as well. And Preston's, they sling one of the best burgers in town. I think their fries are solid. They're kind of like a McDonald's style fry.
Thin and crispy,
hot, fresh, with a little salt on it. Oh, it's really, really good.
Stephen A. Smith says he, too, has been approached by WWE for an on-screen role, just like Pat McAfee has. Pat McAfee's involved in the WrestleMania. You like that, Teddy?
No, I do not.
A lot of people don't like that
at all. No,
they don't like that at all.
Stephen A. Smith is going to be involved.
No, he's not going to be involved. He said he's been approached in the past, but he's always turned it down because he's not as brave as Pat McAfee. Now, in his mind, he's talking about
Stephen A. Smith. He's a tall guy.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
how tall is Stephen A?
I was going to say he's like 6'2", 6'3".
No, he's not. I've shared an elevator with him before. He's 5'7".
No, he's not.
He's tiny.
I met him.
Stephen A. Are you serious? Am I thinking of the same guy?
I met him at the old radio station, and he was taller than me.
Well, you're 5'6".
No, I'm not.
Timmy's concept of height is all thrown off.
Unless I'm making up things, I swear he was probably
look it up
he was
now?
over 6 foot.
What's his height?
Stephen A. Smith is 6'1".
Okay,
right, same as you.
I was gonna say 6'2" or 3, but I was off.
Maybe you were wearing your Prince high heels that day.
This would be
He's
the first.
5'7".
Like this would be the first time that we've had heightening going on, either on the internet or in the media guide.
Stephen A. acts like he's paying Pat McAfee a compliment because I'm not as brave as Pat is. I don't know when Clark Kellogg got here.
Or Jay Burson.
Hi, everybody. In reality, he's saying, I could have done that too. They asked me to do that, but I didn't.
Sure.
Oh, Pat's a little younger than
Pat is a little younger than him.
And plus, he's played football more recently.
Stephen A's been on soap operas, though. Pat hasn't been on soap operas.
Well, that's not.
That's a different genre.
That's acting, but that's not taking a bump.
Right. I mean, it makes sense that Pat McAfee is doing wrestling. He's Pat McAfee. Have you ever just looked at him or listened to him talk for 10 seconds? It fits the mold with him. Stephen A. Smith,
You don't have to be an Adonis to do wrestling. I mean, Pete Rose went out there, took a guitar shot over the head, and that was the end of that. I'm just saying, Stephen A. doesn't have to do a Hurricane Rana off the top rope.
He could be a manager.
Sure.
He's not going to be
That's
in the
right.
ring.
Yeah.
He could do that.
It would be more in that managerial role, not in the ring. I'm just not seeing it with
you
him.
and Matty Ice are always all excited about this. WrestleMania is coming up, like in a week?
Yeah, it's
Are
this
you
Saturday.
Are you excited about it?
I am really excited, despite the fact that was it the TKO, right? That's the
what's the TKO?
What are you asking me for?
The top of the UFC and the WWE. Who owns that?
Oh, the big parent company?
Yeah.
Yeah, TKO.
Yeah. They keep trying to Ari Emanuel.
Yeah, Ari Emanuel.
Yeah.
Ari Emanuel.
Yeah, and he keeps trying to force his way into it, and they're just trying to making it ridiculous how it's too really so corporate, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
But hasn't it been that way for a long time?
It's been getting that way, but it's over the top now where they're in it for the money grab, basically.
As opposed to just like the wholesome way they used to run business where the boss was just raping women in the office.
Well, no, I'm talking about
family run.
No, I'm talking about the business as far as making money, where before, you had some ticket prices were reasonably priced, maybe a little overpriced, but now, compared to last year, the prices are doubled, and they went back to Vegas for a second time just because Vegas upped their money, so they just took the money from Vegas.
I heard they're having problems selling the tickets,
too.
Yeah,
because they're going back to the same city they were at last year, and they doubled the prices, and now they're trying to, have these, we got 25% off now or 30% off now. So
trying to make you think that we're giving you a deal when really we're not able to sell our own tickets.
What are these people that paid full price? Now someone's going to be sitting next to you that paid 40% less?
Absolutely, and that's the TKO issue. They screwed it up, because they try to charge you double the price, and then they're like, I guess we kind of overpriced these, and now they have to try to scale them back to try to fill in the seats.
Shouldn't WrestleMania sell out in 5 minutes?
Well, not if you're paying, like I said, the tickets.
No, I know that, but what I'm saying is you've had it in the past where it's, they're on sale, they're gone. Because people are so excited. You've created demand.
And they're in bigger arenas and, stadiums and stuff now.
God forbid you actually go back to a place where you only hold 17,000 people.
That'll never happen, Because in Vegas, they're only putting in, right now, the capacity for this is 45,000. But that stadium holds way more than that. And last year they had 60,000 in there, but they scaled it back. But the prices are double, so they may make as much or more than they did last year because of that.
Must be fun to watch something that's taking place in the size of a boxing ring.
Like the Final Four.
Like you're talking about the Final Four. How they made the choice to go to football stadiums 20-some years ago.
They took the money.
They took the money. They're selling those tickets because people just want to say that they're there. Now, I'm sure the pricing is way different from that top seat in the arena to somewhere that's actually considered the first 15 rows of a basketball arena, but it's still not cheap from what I was seeing at Lucas Oil and Indy.
Foodgasm coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
On 315, there is an accident. It's affecting both directions over near Highview Drive. And on Bryce Road, also an accident between I-70 and East Green Boulevard. This report is sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority, your local expert. Is water seeping into your basement? Are your basement walls cracking? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the basement waterproofing experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at ohiobasementauthority.com. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
We have a simple formula at Shelter Insurance. Provide personalized coverage at great rates with local agents to help you choose the coverage you need. And if the unexpected happens, fulfill our promise to be there when you need us most. Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Low testosterone can be a real problem for many men. It causes poor sleep patterns, decreased energy, low sex drive, and it makes it really hard to stay in shape. And as we all know, a healthy body is very important to our overall health and well-being. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if some or all of these symptoms sound like you, we can likely help you be done with low T. We can also help you lose weight, support your metabolism, improve your gains in the gym, and more with our new targeted body composition plans featuring GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, and more. Our low T protocols, applied in conjunction with our body composition plans, will help most men see real improvements, true weight loss, higher energy, improved sleep, stronger workouts, and a renewed sex drive as well. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on treatment the same day, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Parents, are your teens good with money?
No.
Switch to Huntington Bank and let's teach them. They get their own card, which they can add to their digital wallet, and you can monitor and set spending limits. Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
If the look of your home says charming, but the look of your garage door says haunted, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, we've been transforming the look of people's homes with beautiful Clopay doors for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Your favorite fan shows are available as a podcast. What a concept! And don't miss exclusive podcast content like Austin and Byrne. Listen on your schedule from anywhere in the world. Available wherever you get your podcasts. Get Eco.
Hey, Jerry. Remember when we launched our $93 drain clearing offer and you invented the phrase 93 or free?
You know, I've actually written quite a few catchphrases in my career.
Oh, yeah. Aren't you the guy who wrote Bob's Your Uncle?
Yep, for my friend Steve, who has an Uncle Bob. I was as surprised as anyone when it caught on with the general public.
Get Eco.
Well, we need 93 or free to catch on. Our experts will clear your clogged household drain for just $93. If we can't, it's free. And we guarantee it'll stay clear for at least a year, or we'll clear it again for free.
Get Eco, and Bob's your uncle, your drains are clear.
Get Eco.
But Jerry, my uncle's name is Michael.
Get Eco, and Michael's your uncle, your drains are clear.
Let's stick with 93 or free.
Yeah, good call.
Get Eco.
Eco plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
Most people don't think about their garage door until it stops working. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Door Service. A noisy garage door is a cry for help. Most repairs are simple, but if left untreated, they can turn into costly repairs. Your garage door works hard every day, and a little maintenance goes a long way. We fix garage doors fast with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. There's never a good time for your garage door to break, whether you're rushing to work or you're trying to get the kids to school. We know how much you rely on your garage door. That's why we offer same-day repairs, because life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Over 90,000 five-star reviews don't happen by accident. They happen by putting people first. Fixing your garage door is what we do, but making your life easier and your home safer is why we do it. Families trust us because we deliver, and we'd be honored to earn your trust too. From repairs to upgrades, call Don's Garage Door Service today.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Ohio Heating and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
11 and a half. That's not the Buckeye football over-under win total. That's the amount of times Common Man wipes his crack. I'll take the over.
Oh, what's that smell?
You're listening to Man and Timmy.
Foodgasm coming up in mere moments. Jason's beef with our guy Jayson Stark at 5:30. We had the Reds lose 2-3 to the Angels over the weekend. They're off today. Guardians lost a weekend set to the Braves. They are in St. Louis tonight. I stopped by a Columbus institution for a sandwich today.
Oh, you did it.
A sandwich that made me very angry when I saw that they were changing it, but true to my word, I went there, tried it for myself, and that brings us to Foodgasm.
Man and Timmy present
Foodgasm. Sponsored by GoGermain.com. Shop 30 brands and over 4,000 vehicles only at GoGermain.com.
There's a little piece on the website Slate about Wendy's, what's happened to Wendy's and how they've lost their way. And I've talked about that for a while, is that I don't think they know what the hell they're doing. They're closing like 300 locations this year. They're trying to do too much. They're trying to be something for everyone, but they're neglecting the things that they should be doing really well. And, innovation. It's like, yeah, that's fine. If you have the basics down pat, then by all means, innovate. But my problem has been not focusing on what brought you to the dance or not being satisfied with what brought you to the dance. And one of those things is the spicy chicken sandwich. They unveiled this new version of it. Different bun, different coating on the chicken, different mayo.
Yeah, it's a Southern-style chicken sandwich like everybody else has.
They put pickles on it. That's right. And the spicy chicken's one of my favorite chicken sandwiches when made correctly. The problem is inconsistency. Not that the recipe's outdated. You don't make it well enough. And so I had the new one today. I didn't make any substitutions. I didn't take the pickles off. I had it exactly like it came. And you know what? It tasted like it could have been from anywhere USA. Same as any chicken sandwich that you would give me anyplace else, with just a touch of that Wendy's spicy chicken flavor. It's not enough for me. They changed something that didn't need to be changed. Instead of tweaking recipes that people love, how about you actually go and produce things properly? And then you won't have to tweak them.
And that's a sad thing for fans that have, especially you who wrote to Dave Thomas to plead to make that a permanent menu
back when
item.
I was banging,
and not just a limited time thing. And now that they've tinkered with the recipe, you're wondering if they're ever going to go back. I would hope that this is something. I remember when Betty Crocker announced that they were going to be getting rid of rainbow chip icing, which I don't know how that ever could have been a thing. For fans of that cake and that cake frosting, or icing as you'll call it, I don't know why that ever was on the table, but enough people voiced their opinion about it that they quickly pulled back and said, oh, yes, I don't know why we're going to do that. It's going to be on the shelves from this point forward, and we're never going to take it off the shelves. It sells fine. It's a delicious frosting. Don't do anything with it. It needs to be there. Nice pro tip is get some Teddy Grahams, and you can just dip them in rainbow chip frosting.
You told me about that a couple years back.
Fun little hack. Instead of Dunkaroos, go with a jumbo-sized Dunkaroo, box of Teddy Grahams, thing of Betty Crocker rainbow chip.
And I was upset that I didn't think about that earlier. Sometimes you get somebody tell you about a food thing, and it seems so simple. You think, well, I must have tried that at some point. But you haven't, and then you do, and your whole life has changed.
And then before you know it, gone. You'll go through an entire box. But I'm with you on the Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich. It has such a... It stands apart, especially when it had the leaf lettuce, too.
Yeah.
That's another change that they made.
They've lost their way.
It stands apart then. It's so different than a Chick-fil-A sandwich. It's not even in the same ballpark as that.
I think that they've tried to do too much. And because of that, they're just not competing. And I think they're hiring leadership that really doesn't have any experience in fast food. You're going and getting a guy from, what was it, like UPS or, some other guy from Pepsi or whatever it is. And they have executive experience, but running a fast food place is a completely different animal. You're trying to be too much. As much as I enjoy some of the Wendy's breakfast options, there's a reason why Dave Thomas never touched it. Because it just stretches you further, stretches your employees further. You have to bring more stuff in the house, right?
Yeah.
You got to charge more for the ingredients. When you've got 18 million things on the menu, the cost of the everyday ingredient is going to go up because you have to stock more stuff.
Remember how they were taking time away from focusing on just what the issues were with the restaurants and making them great? They started splashing products out into grocery stores as well.
They're still doing that.
I don't know if you've ever had those. I've not tried them because... Wendy's ground beef in the grocery store.
That makes
what
sense
is that going to be like?
It's going to be...
It's just cut into a square.
Ground beef cut into a square with a Wendy's logo on it. But again, they're taking time out of their day, and they're figuring out R&D when it comes to production, manufacturing, marketing of this grocery store product. Meanwhile... You don't think that has an impact on their day-to-day restaurant business?
Yes.
Of course it does.
Yeah.
They're losing their way.
Heritage brands stick to what got you there.
And do
it well. Really, really well. I think that shrinkflation, after looking at this, look, I'm sure we've all had our little examples where we've opened up a pack. Just the other day, I have they're like Gushers. It's the Black Forest brand. Little fruit snack, right? You guys keep fruit snacks in the house. Mott's, Black Forest.
Yeah, we don't keep fruit snacks in the house.
Whatever brand. So I open up a pouch of these. There's four fruit snacks.
Four snacks?
Fruit snacks.
That's not a snack.
In a pouch. Like what are we? What is this? 4? There should be 15 minimum. In most of the pouches, you're lucky to get 6. They're like a Gusher type of thing, so they have like a little burst of juice, and they're tasty, but I want more of them. This is not even a snack, like you just said. And this Reddit user, they threw Chick-fil-A out there, and he's a big fan of the club, right? The Chick-fil-A sandwich that gets you the lettuce and the tomato on
with
it
the
as
bacon.
well. With the bacon. And he has a side-by-side from 5 years, and he chronicled some through the years. And the look of this sandwich that he took a week or two ago versus the sandwich from 5 years ago, it is twice as big. Twice as big. It looks thick, juicy, delicious.
Maybe he just got a bad sandwich.
He could have gotten a bad
we all get bad fillets every now and then. It's a live animal.
A teeny little tiny fillet that just looks subpar, and that's supposed to be the creme de la creme.
Well, right, that's bad quality control. That shouldn't go out.
Got to be really, really good.
Why do we even live and breathe?
I don't know.
Just going to disappoint us. Everything we like is going to disappoint us.
Everybody's trying to screw us.
Your family's screwing you. Can't even watch the Masters. We can't even have a juicy chicken sandwich.
We're all just getting screwed every corner.
Someone is trying to defend one of the worst TV characters of all time. Details next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
Good news, an accident now cleared out southbound State Route 256 at I-70. Still 5 to 10 minutes worth of delays back from Livingston, and also a crash on Bryce Road that's between I-70 and East Green Boulevard. This report is sponsored by AAA Tire and Auto Service. Come into your local AAA Tire and Auto Service and save $15 off on any oil change. Offer includes a free tire rotation, and you'll earn $7 toward your next service with Duramax dollars. Offer ends April 30th. See store for details. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
Home should be a comfortable place, but sometimes it's filled with rooms that are too hot, too cold, high energy bills, noise, and polluted air. You deserve better because you care about home comfort, and that's why Logan Services will care for you. We're fast with same-day estimates and next-day installation. We're friendly, listening to you, offering a system for every home and every budget. Get comfortable by choosing Logan AC and Heat Services.
Hey, it's Anthony here for Germain Honda of Dublin. Gas prices got you thinking twice about filling up? I hear you. During the Honda Spring event at Germain Honda of Dublin, it's the perfect time to check out Honda's hybrid lineup. Models like the Accord Hybrid and the CR-V Hybrid give you incredible fuel efficiency without sacrificing performance. Spend less time and money at the pump. Head to Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270, and see how far a hybrid can take you. GermainHondaofDublin.com.
Hey, folks, it's Jeremy Birmingham. Berm here from the Austin and Berm Show on 97.1 The Fan. After hitting maintenance with Awaken 180, I kind of thought that was the whole deal. All right, cool. Don't be an idiot now. Don't gain it back. Stay under 200 pounds. That was the win. But then maintenance did something I really didn't expect. I lost another 5 pounds for free. I'm now down 40 pounds, further under 200, and that's the part about Awaken 180 that still cracks me up a little bit. Because people hear maintenance and think it means barely hanging on, eating celery in the dark and trying not to blow it. That's not this. I'm eating pizza. I can have ice cream. I'm living like a normal person. The difference is I'm not fighting myself all day, or if I'm wondering what one weekend away from the plan could ruin the whole thing. Awaken 180 just didn't help me lose the weight. It taught me how to live in a way where I'm not headed right back to where I started. The last 5 pounds in free maintenance, that tells you everything. Awaken180weightloss.com. Go there now and give it a chance and see how it can help you take control of your life and your health the way it did for me. Awaken180weightloss.com.
There is nothing more meaningful you can do for yourself, your family, and friends than finally getting rid of that pain so they can enjoy that time with you again, especially heading into vacation season. Here, let me help you. It's Bobby Carpenter, and Dr. Tesner and his team at QC Kinetics take care of your pain in the office so you can go right along with your day. It's that easy. So if you say yes to any of these questions, you're the kind of patient QC Kinetics regenerative treatments can help every day. I have consistent pain in my joint, knees, hips, shoulder, back. Pain keeps me from getting a good night's sleep. I'm missing work or saying no to things that I love. I don't want surgery or a long-term recovery. I am at the end of my rope, and taking medications every day is just going to get me through the day. I don't want to do it anymore. So if you want to do that, go check out your free consultation over with my friends at QC Kinetics in Dublin or Gahanna. Call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. They have offices in Dublin and in Gahanna.
Want to hear a shocking statistic? Medical malpractice is the third leading cause of death in America. Don't believe it? Google it. And that doesn't count serious injuries like birth injuries to perfectly healthy children. All doctors wear white jackets, but it doesn't make them all the same. Most medical errors are committed by the same quacks over and over again. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Many hospitals looking for more profits are forcing doctors and their groups to be employees of the hospital or be forced out of their system. It's a troubling trend in medicine. People make mistakes, but medical mistakes are huge and often forever. If you believe your child suffered a birth injury or a misdiagnosis or mistake led to a loved one's death or injury, let our team of medical malpractice lawyers examine your case for free. No recovery, no fee. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Grab me a new cross-match bingo from the Ohio Lottery.
Sure thing. You said match bingo cross?
No, the newest $10 scratch-off with prizes up to $500,000.
Yeah.
The ticket's so big, it's only sold at retail counters? The one with over $15 million in prizes? Cross-match bingo.
One cross bingo match coming up.
However you say it, cross-match bingo combines cash word, bingo, and match games all into one for even more fun. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
When you saw your heating bills this winter, did you think this is out of control? The problem is your house is leaking money, and the only thing higher than your heating bills are your cooling bills. Steve here from USA Insulation. Let us fix your energy bill problem for good. If you aren't foam insulated, you really aren't insulated. For $99 a month, interest-free, we'll foam your home and help cut those energy bills. 529-2440 or usainsulation.net.
USA Insulation. Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios, driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon. This is Paul Keels. Blue Jackets now find themselves needing outside help tonight to keep their faint playoff hopes alive. With Philadelphia hosting Carolina tonight, Columbus needs the Flyers to lose in regulation and then lose again in regulation tomorrow against Montreal. Those two scenarios then could set the stage for a Blue Jackets do-or-die game tomorrow at home with Washington in the regular season finale. Ohio State coach Ryan Day stating that other than a couple of drives, Saturday's spring game will be full tackling course, excluding contact with the quarterbacks. Another Ohio State basketball player in the transfer portal, sophomore Matthew Gruich, who played in only 6 games, becomes the 5th Buckeye to join the portal. Baseball, Cleveland Guardians are at St. Louis. Cincinnati Reds have the day off. This update brought to you by Dr. Mark Levy. If you're snoring and not sleeping, call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com. Stop snoring, sleep better, live better. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Booing is one of the great joys of fandom. You boo bad. You boo lazy.
Your boos mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer.
You boo undisciplined. But you must always boo cocky.
Ew, and boo. This kind of thing is getting out of hand with you two. Y'all are an official warning.
Here's Man and Timmy.
Mikey, there's a character that you and I have talked about for years. You and I both despise her. And now somebody else has spoken up and says that same thing, and I'm sure there's millions of other people that would get right in line.
I used to fight with T-Bone about this because he would stick up for this character. Teddy over there sticks up for this character.
To a degree.
No. This is one of the worst characters in the history of on-screen entertainment. Up there with Paulie from the Rocky movies.
And Commodus from Gladiator.
But he was supposed to be a bad guy.
But he's just awful.
Well, of course he's awful. He's a villain. He's supposed to be a villain. I think we're supposed to feel something for Paulie and for the character you're about to talk about.
It's a fair point. It's a good point.
Also, I contend that both of the main women characters on Homeland, both Carrie, who was Claire Danes, and then the daughter of, what's his name? Tiny mouth, redhead.
Oh,
Damian Lewis.
The guy that was in Band of Brothers. Yeah, Damian Lewis.
Oh,
You're
my
right.
God. Those two characters.
What was so bad about them?
They just drove me nuts. Carrie was her character was, I'm manic. I don't know. I'm a loose cannon. And then it got to the point where it's like, I just want you to die. You're so annoying. I wish he was successful. I wish that suicide vest really went off and everybody on this show died.
I haven't seen the show, but I didn't see Homeland, but Claire Danes was in that, right? You're talking about her.
Yeah, I'm talking about her.
She was in a new show here in 2025 called The Beast in Me. All I see is memes on social media of how she's just constantly in this state of crying.
Well, that's Homeland. Does she only play one character?
Yes, apparently.
That's what she's on the brink of a nervous breakdown.
Running through the woods with her face all upside down.
That's all she does.
That's all she does in this new show, too, which I haven't seen
Claire
an episode.
Danes.
But that's Claire Danes.
You are good to look at, but I've had enough of you. You go away.
So this character that we're talking about is from one of our mutual favorite shows of all time, Breaking Bad. And of course, we're talking about Skyler White.
Can't stand Skyler White. She's the wife.
I think Anna Gunn does a good job with the character.
I'm not talking about the actress.
The character, though, is Skyler White.
The character.
So here's what was happening. Bryan Cranston is doing Hot Ones with Frankie Muniz. I didn't know this was happening, but apparently they're rebooting Malcolm in the Middle.
I've seen
on
about
Hulu and Disney
about 19 million commercials for it. So
do you care about that at all? I don't.
Didn't watch Malcolm in the Middle to begin with, so no.
So Frankie starts off and says, I wanted to kill Skyler to make your life easier.
Yes.
He told him. He said, your life would have been so much easier. You were such a bad guy. You could have gotten rid of her. All she did was complain. Look at the money. And so Cranston says, now, see, she got a lot of blowback from that. First of all, Anna Gunn is a superb actor, but she got, why don't you get off his back? And Muniz said, that's how I felt. And Cranston said, wait a minute. Let me understand this. Her husband leaves without any explanation. She's pregnant. He's making crystal methamphetamine and people have died. And she's the bee?
No.
Like we couldn't understand what?
He's dumbing it down. Okay, like if you just read the character on a piece of paper, that's what it would be. The reality is, and here's why I can't stand her. I mean, if she was truly the victim, like he's describing it, then I wouldn't have an issue with her. I wouldn't have an issue with her hating him and not wanting any part of that life. But if you watch that show, the reason why I hate Skyler White is because there were many times during the course of that show that she jumped into the underworld willingly with both feet. When it comes to owning a car wash where there's money laundering going on, she is not an innocent victim, and yet she portrays herself as one, just like Bryan Cranston is doing right there.
Absolutely.
She was right into the filth.
She had a chance in the middle of that series where she's meeting with the lawyer, right? Like she's really thinking about, she's found out what Walter has done.
Yeah. And you know what? If she wanted,
she's got the proof,
took him down, then that I would have no problem with her character.
She's got the proof and she's got the ability to legally separate things with this guy No questions asked.
Instead,
she keeps it going.
She was addicted to the lifestyle.
And she was super suspicious. And on the surface, she hated every single thing that he was doing. And she knew it. And then she still continued to play ball. She wouldn't help herself. That's what it was. And then she had the audacity to do that little Marilyn Monroe number in Ted Beneke's office. That was maybe the most uncomfortable 60 seconds of TV in my entire life. Happy birthday, Mr. Beneke. Happy birthday to you. Oh, yuck.
That character should be thrown in jail just for that scene alone.
Now, I had no idea that this had become a thing. Anna Gunn said that she was honored to play the role of Skyler in the series. This was her talking to New York Times back in 2013, but she had been troubled by the backlash to the character on social media, calling it frankly misogynistic, and that it had become alarming when it turned violent.
I'm not saying it should be violent.
I don't know. What is she?
How is it violent?
What is she referring to that it became violent?
Harassed on the street? Of course, she's an actress. She's doing her job. I'm talking about the character. She's a fine actress. As a matter of fact, she's in my favorite Seinfeld episode of all time.
Anna Gunn is. Was she in more than one Seinfeld?
No, she's Jerry's girlfriend, where he gets the air conditioner installed, and George has the ladies' glasses, and Elaine gets rabies. That is my favorite Seinfeld episode of all time, and Anna Gunn is in it.
My favorite connection, though, to us back here with Seinfeld has to be the fact that former Indiana quarterback Xander Diamant's mom,
gonorrhea tractor,
is the gonorrhea tractor gal. But still, as we're talking about characters, nobody can be worse than Paulie. If we're throwing TV and movies,
I think Paulie's an
all-timer. You're supposed to be a brother. You're supposed to be a friend, an uncle.
He was abusive to his sister. He was abusive to Rocky, even though Rocky gave him chance after chance and bailed him out. He was living in his house. He gave him a sex robot. All of it.
I forget if it's the beginning of the second or the third movie where it really is just showing the de-evolution of Paulie, where Paulie's wearing fine suits and everything, and he still just resents the hell out of Rocky. Like, Paulie, like you work in a meat packing plant. This guy went out and fought Apollo Creed twice, right?
Paulie's the worst.
Like, he got you this foundation with all this cash, so you guys could keep doing these things and living this lifestyle. And you take Adrian's Thanksgiving turkey and you chuck it into the alley? Jesus, man.
Worst characters of all time, Jenny from Forrest Gump.
Oh, yeah.
Jenny from Forrest Gump.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Every time she feels bad about herself,
just goes running back into his arms.
Right to the mentally challenged guy.
Sure. Yeah, really nice look there, Jenny. You never wanted to be there for him when he needed you, but when times were bad for you, you were ready to fall back and go live that cushy lifestyle back there on the farm just in time for you to die.
With their son.
And then leave him.
Forrest Jr., who is also in Walker, Texas Ranger. And then he has...
And how you doing, little partner?
Fine. And it's little visitor now. Attaboyoli's how you say it in Cherokee.
Oh, well, pardon my French, but I'll be damned.
Walker told me I have AIDS.
The same
AIDS your slutty mom died of in Forrest Gump. The very AIDS.
The same AIDS.
Jake Diebler gets a commit. Details next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
2 new accidents popping up. The first one on State Route 161, both directions affected east of State Route 37, and the other crash on Frank Road at Harrisburg Pike. This report is sponsored by Coda. Tapping is already how you move through your day. Now it's how you ride the bus. Pay to ride Coda by tapping your card, smartphone, or smartwatch and go. Learn more at coda.com/tap. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven. I feel valued as a member.
They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
Hey, it's Anthony. A lot of guys are looking for testosterone replacement therapy, but they get caught up paying a lot of cash out of pocket at a franchise or one-size-fits-all dosing from their doctor only because they take insurance. Well, at Low T Center, you can get powerful TRT dosed for your body and get it covered by insurance. Low T Center works with most insurance plans, and they customize every dose of TRT for maximum effectiveness and safety. It's TRT that actually works with your body, and they're now offering free testosterone tests and discounted peptides and GLP-1s to make getting your life back as easy as possible. So don't miss this opportunity. If you've been feeling exhausted, maybe you've lost your sex drive, book a free testosterone test at Low T Center. No risks, no commitments, just answers. Don't compromise your health or your savings. LowTCenter.com. Book your free test today. LowTCenter.com.
Listen up, Columbus. Before you buy or lease a new Honda, see Lindsay Honda first. For a limited time, every new Honda includes a complimentary gift. Choose a KitchenAid stand mixer, a 75-inch high-def TV, or a zero-gravity massage chair when you buy any new Honda. Plus, drive a new 2026 Civic Sport, just $199 a month, or a 2026 CR-V LX, just $279 a month.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference.
During the Honda Spring Event, see lindsayhonda.com for details.
There's an old story about cat toys that's been retold for over 20 years because it perfectly explains who we are. This is Dennis Sullivan, president of Care Heating and Cooling. Years ago, a couple who shared their house with 3 cats had another company out to look at their furnace. After working on it, the technician said it was dangerous and had to be replaced. The couple called Care for a second opinion, and my dad Mike went out to help them. When he inspected the furnace, the cause of the problem became obvious. A cat toy had been stuffed into the heat exchanger. With the toy removed, the furnace ran perfectly. Now, how did the toy get there? You can decide for yourself, but here's what mattered then and still matters now. The first company paid commissions to their service techs to sell new furnaces. At Care, we pay our technicians to fix furnaces, not sell you a new one. And if a new furnace is needed, our team of replacement specialists will advise you on all options available and help you make your best choice. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING when you need a company you can trust.
The Reds are on the Fan's family of stations all season long. If you don't listen, Terry Francona will ride his scooter to your house and yell at you. Your home of the Reds. The Fan 2, and the Fan 3.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Call today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you want and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, foreclosures, commercial properties. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Call today and speak with me, John Kozik, for an all-cash offer and the help you need. At 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000, TurboTrackRealty.com.
File now with TurboTax on Intuit Credit Karma. They'll find every credit and deduction or your money back. File in the Credit Karma app.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A very spring-like forecast this week. I think you'll notice a little higher humidity levels in the air, and we have some chances for hit-and-miss thunderstorms. Overnight tonight into Tuesday, partly to mostly cloudy across central Ohio. On Tuesday, high of 83 with about a 40% chance of mainly an afternoon rain shower, even a couple of thunderstorms, hit-and-miss, and a very similar forecast for Wednesday. That is your 97.1 The Fan weather forecast. I'm 10 Weather Impact Chief Meteorologist Chris Tomer.
The Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook sponsor of Common Man and Timmy. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Are you really telling me this is the highest rated sports show in the country?
Well, that's obviously not true.
Shit.
Yeah, that boy got diarrhea.
Here's Common Man and Timmy.
We will talk about the newest Buckeye basketball commit in just a moment, but I would like to tell you about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health.
Well, they're my friends, too.
Oh, they're both of our friends.
Yeah.
You know, low testosterone can be a real issue for a lot of men. It was an issue for me and for you.
I was a woman.
We got our numbers checked. We went in and saw them. We got to feel what that testosterone treatment can do for you. It is a jolt of energy. And more than this right now, Tri-State Men's Health, they can help men lose weight, support metabolism, improve gains in the gym, and more with 4 targeted body composition plans featuring the GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1, and more. With low T treatments combined with those programs, most men are noticing real improvements. More energy, better focus, improved sleep, stronger workouts, and often a renewed sex drive as well. That's what you want. So just go to tristatemenshealth.com. Start by taking that simple low T quiz. Just takes a couple of minutes to do. You get that first appointment for $99. You get the T and PSA test. If you sign up for testosterone treatment the day of the appointment, your visit is free. And there's 2 lovely locations right here in Central Ohio, so they're easy to get to. Tri-State Men's Health.
Buckeyes working the transfer portal. They're hot and heavy there, as they should be. And Jake Diebler has nabbed some talent, Timmy.
So the latest pickup for the Buckeyes. How do you like this move? We go down to Kentucky to get a 5, a big man.
I've heard that before.
Because it worked out so well last time with Aaron Bradshaw. So we get Andrea Jelovic from Croatia.
My guy.
So
Tony
Kukoc is going to start watching the Buckeyes.
Take me to the Balkans.
Yep. We've got Njegovan already. Now we get Jelovic. And I just don't have a big enough sample size to know. And also, this is just me personally. There's just a fundamental difference with how I would recruit the 4 and the 5, typically the 5. I want a guy that can go out there and just get 10 and 10 on his best days, right? I need somebody outside of, Jelovic. His best rebounding game all last year was 10 rebounds. That was the only time he hit double figures in rebounds. For your 6'11", 7 foot, 255-pound guy, he can stretch the floor a little bit. But it's not like I love 27% from three-point land, I mean, we had this with Christoph Tilley, where he is that type of 5 that can move around a little bit, that can get on the break. But Tilley really struggled shooting the basketball. He struggled taking care of the basketball as well. And there were just some issues overall with his lack of physicality. He could not finish at the rim through contact. I really want my 5 to be able to do that, to be a strong defender, to be somebody that can knock you through a wall when the going gets tough. And that's just not the way that they are looking at that position right now with Ohio State hoops. So that's a difference right there in just how we view it there.
Is every single player on the roster should be over 7 feet tall. You field an entire roster of giants. An entire roster of giants.
Let me guess. This all
point guard, giant.
This all goes back to
shooting guard, giant.
I know you dream every night about Olivier Ryu.
And
did he get picked up anywhere yet?
Ryu, the 7'9" transfer from Florida, is anchoring that paint. All right? He's there. He's 7'9". He's the biggest of all of them. And he's there, and he's ready. If you're going to drive that lane, he's going to be there with his giant ween ready for you.
I took a look at Baines in the shower. He looks like all of Australia. He is really put together.
If you want to go banging down there in the paint with that dude and his genitalia, good luck to you.
So Yelovich is a 5.5 point per game guy, 4 rebound guy in just 16 minutes of action per game. So
he's only playing 16 minutes. What do you want?
It really isn't a big sample size.
You can't average 10 points a game when you're playing 16 minutes.
Well, you could, but then why are we only playing 16 minutes per game? You see, it's a chicken and an egg type of thing.
You have a coach that doesn't know how to speak to you. But now
he speaks perfect English.
Jake, it's
dummy.
not about perfect English. It's about speaking to you in a basketball sense.
Now, Mark Pope down at Kentucky, people have problems with him. And when you look at, what Pope was to get that job, you can understand why if you're a fan of Big Blue Nation. But, this to me is once again going to be we'll have to wait and see. This is not something that I saw the news and I said, oh, my God, Buckeye basketball, we're going to be in the top 10 next year. No, it's not going to be a move that does that the same way that having Justin Pippen, if he winds up having to be your starting point guard and not a guy that can come off the bench. The good news is that Harrelson at Notre Dame, who's a 16-point per game guy, also does struggle to shoot the three, though. He is still in the mix. Ohio State was still in his final 3 the last time we checked. So that would be another nice addition to have some punch coming off of the bench.
Thank you, Timmy.
Thank you, Mike.
We buried the lead today. Ted Ginn Jr. was charged with DWI in Texas on Saturday afternoon. He, of course, is the head coach of the Columbus Aviators, who lost a close one, Teddy, to the Renegades in Dallas.
They're getting better. I mean, their opponents have been really tough to this point. They're,
The
last couple of weeks going against undefeated teams.
Legacy teams.
Yeah. Washington and Dallas.
It's not like all these teams start from scratch in the offseason with rosters.
They don't. They have traditions.
Sure, absolutely.
So we're getting better.
Did you see the look that Todd Haley is sporting?
Todd Haley was the acting head coach because Ted Ginn was... That's drunky. Todd is right out of the school of Rob Ryan now. I guess I don't know. Maybe that's how it is when... Just the flowing locks.
I don't know if I'd say that they're flowing.
Well, Rob Ryan had the flowing gray locks, and he was 9 months pregnant with twins.
All at the same time.
That's right.
So do you have the deets on Ted Ginn Jr.? It was in the middle of the morning, right? Like 12:54 a.m. is when he was stopped?
No, not 12:54 a.m. It was like afternoonish morning.
No, it was...
No, a.m.
Timmy's right on that.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought it was day drinking.
No.
That'd be 12:54 p.m.
That's what I thought.
Well, it says a.m.
The story I read had a.m.
I thought it was day drinking.
But that's not the...
It makes for a much better story in your eye, doesn't
That's
it?
right.
Yeah.
That's
Just
right.
there at the bar, having your brunch mimosas, and then you get popped coming home.
Well, of course, Ted Ginn and all the players, they live down there in Texas. So, I mean, they were playing a road game in Dallas, but they all live down there. So he's just, driving around, probably went to his local watering hole, had one too many.
Night before a game.
Hey, we've all done that. Right? We wish him well, just like the PGA players wish Tiger well. No, obviously it's a big deal. It should be a big deal. It's an embarrassment to him. Be better.
Did you see the statement that he put out?
No.
I mean, it was saying all the things that you would say. I made a serious mistake and take full responsibility for my actions. I've always believed in accountability, and now it's my turn to live that standard. And it went on, and he said, I appreciate the support of my family and the United Football League, and I respect the process as it moves forward. I don't know what they're going to do with him.
What is the process?
I don't know.
This is a guy that probably wasn't qualified to have this job anyway. And, did they miss him?
Todd Haley is a former NFL head coach.
Correct.
What has Ted Ginn ever coached on a serious level?
He's been around his dad.
Yeah. What does that mean?
The end. We know his name.
Okay.
Yes, I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, that's it. So it's like you're alluding to That's the name hire right there.
Mm-hmm.
You're the UFL. You're the Columbus Aviators. It just looks, seems, and sounds better if you got Ted Ginn Jr. as the head coach.
Well, they're 0-3.
We can't have this.
But as Teddy said, they made some great improvement this past weekend. I'm expecting great things next week when they play
DC.
Teddy?
I'm not sure.
The Rough Riders.
Oh, man.
I was disappointed, and so I haven't looked ahead yet. I'm still in grief.
Okay. Jason's beef with our guy Jayson Stark. He's always drunk when he talks to us. That's coming up in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
One accident has now been cleared away on State Route 315 that was over near Highview Drive. On eastbound US 62, a new accident at Old Ridenauer Road. That's got traffic stop and go from the east outer belt with a 10-minute delay. This report is sponsored by Vision Zero Columbus. Serious crashes on Columbus streets cause permanent physical, financial, emotional, and property damage. Vision Zero is changing that through roadway redesign and a commitment to zero traffic deaths. Find out how at columbus.gov/Vision Zero. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
Mike Rowe here with a random fact. More than half of the homes that have basements in North America will experience water damage. It's true. Whether it's basement moisture, flooding, or bowing walls, do yourself a favor and call a groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to waterproof your basement and stabilize your walls. Schedule a free inspection with Ohio Basement Authority, a groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
At ADP, we know you want your landscape business to succeed, but we don't know anything about landscaping. ADP only knows how to handle the business of your small business. So if ADP focuses on the payroll and the HR, while you focus on the land and the scaping, success should follow. Just don't expect us to know all about Kentucky bluegrass, zero-turn cutting, or what to do with a woodchuck. That's for you to figure out. Let ADP help your small business focus on the part of the business you're good at. ADP for small business.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
The rain is coming soon. How can I prepare? My sump pump's getting really old and floods are not that rare.
You're right to think ahead before you're out of luck. I'll check it out with expert care for $37. Client satisfaction guaranteed. Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
He's a man who's in every Hall of Fame in the known universe. He's a man who travels thousands of miles to see celestial bodies. He's a man who enjoys a good tomato pie. And he's a man who regrets a few life choices every Monday at 5:30. It's Jason's Beef with Jayson Stark.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Don't go through another air conditioner breakdown. For fast, friendly service, call the experts at Logan Services now for a free estimate and next day air installation.
Jayson Stark is a Hall of Famer. For some reason, he talks to us every single week on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Jayson, hello, my friend.
Hey, Mike. How you doing, buddy?
We were talking about the golf earlier because we had the Masters yesterday. There's a big connection with baseball and golf. A lot of baseball players are very passionate about golf. One of my favorite guys in the history of the game, Hawk Harrelson, once tried to be a professional golfer. Have you ever taken up the game? Do you hit the links?
Okay, so I love to play golf. I just never actually do play golf.
So you're like every man.
Yeah, in theory, I love golf and I'm really good at it. But I just never actually play it.
I love playing as well, Jayson, and I'd say more of my rounds are mental rounds. I play 18 holes in my head a lot. As far as physically when I can get out there, it's not as much as I would love to.
Who's the best player that you ever played with? I know Smoltz is a good player. Have you ever played with him before?
I've never played with Smoltz. He would not tolerate my game at all. But I have played with some baseball players. I'm just trying to think. Mike Schmidt was in the group of guys playing. I wouldn't say I specifically played with him, but, he tried to make it on the seniors tour also. So I guess I'll go with him. It's a good choice, right?
You had a piece on Friday about some of the misadventures so far that we've had with AI in this early part of the baseball season. Give me your summary on that and what has been the takeaway.
All right. Well, actually, this is not related to ABS. It's related to my own personal challenges with AI. So here's the story. Okay, so Joe Adell, as you remember, made 3 of the greatest catches that you'll ever see. 2 of them were your quote-unquote standard home run robberies, if that's something you could call standard. And then he has a third where he jumps into the stands to rob a home run and save a 1-0 game.
This is all in the same game, by the way, for people who are not paying attention.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was about a week or so ago. And so, I spent a few days listening to people say, well, that might be the greatest defensive game of all time. Mike, you know me, so you know that I took that as a challenge. I decided I would try to find out if it was, in fact, the greatest defensive game of all time. Here is the problem. It's not like you can look in the record book for greatest defensive game of all time. You can't use analytics, can't use data. They're just not built to measure stuff like that. So then I started asking people I thought maybe they'll know. So John Thorne is the official historian of Major League Baseball. I asked him. I asked Bob Costas because he remembers everything that ever happened in history. I asked Tim Kirkshin because Tim's another one of those guys. I asked my friend Mark Simon, who works for Sports Info Solutions. He has access to a lot of data, and he's basically like the biggest defense geek I know. And it was incredible. Nobody could tell me, yeah, in 1912, Tris Speaker did yada, yada, yada. That's kind of what I was hoping for. So you know what I did then? I asked Chat GPT.
Mm-hmm.
And before I tell you what happened, let me ask you. Good idea or bad idea?
Well, I only put all my medical ailments into Chat GPT, and then I'm dying of everything.
It depends on if you have that nice, sultry female voice setting on your Chat GPT, Jason. Well, that's a really good question, Jason. Let me give you a few options here.
Okay, so neither of those things happened. There were no diseases discussed, and there were no sultry female voices. What Chat did do, though, was tell me one game stands way above the rest. And I said, all right, what game is that? And it told me all about this game that Ozzie Smith played in 1978 against the Dodgers, where he had 13 assists and, quote-unquote, numerous highlight reel plays. It even used the word legendary to describe this game. So it was just what I was looking for.
Oh, no.
Except
one thing. This game never happened.
It's completely fabricated?
Nobody told Chad. I could actually look this stuff up, I guess. So I couldn't find a game in 1978 where Ozzie had 13 assists. I couldn't find a game ever where Ozzie had 13 assists. The record for a 9-inning game is 13 assists. Ozzie doesn't even hold it. So Chat was just trying to please me, so it made stuff up.
That had to be his rookie year, too, right? With Ozzie?
Was 78 his rookie year? Was definitely.
It had to have been.
He was still at the Padres, so it was very early on.
All right, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, 1978 was Ozzie Smith's first year as a baseball player in the big leagues.
So, it seemed like a good idea until I actually did it. Do you think this is on me or on Chat?
Well, no, I think it's just it's something that tells you what you want to hear so that you'll trust it and give it all your control. It's almost like a politician in this country, Jason.
Except now it's the opposite. Why would I ever trust it?
At least it gave you, and OG Orioles fans, my dad would love this one, it gave you Brooks Robinson as your second option in Game 1 of the 1970 World Series.
It did. I just got to get to that. And look, that game at least happened. That was good. But what it told me happened in that game Did not happen. Brooks made the most famous play of his career, don't you think, Timmy? The famous Lee May rocket down the line, throw him out from foul territory. And then that World Series changed the landscape for Brooks Robinson because he had such an incredible World Series as a complete entity. But all the stuff they said happened didn't happen just in the game, they told me. So there's some real credibility issues with AI, sadly.
Now that we're talking about Brooks, I didn't get to this with you last week, but I had texted you about just sort of the beauty and the art forms that great infielders have. And when I was there at the game at Fenway and they were playing the Padres, I was loving fixing my eyes on Manny Machado. And just with where we were sitting in the stadium and sort of the look down the line that I had of how he was positioned and just the way that, he works with such fluidity and any great third baseman, the way that you have to transfer the baseball from your gather step to making that throw in one motion. It is, to me, a lot like an art form, watching an infielder do their thing. Have you ever watched them in that way? I mean, I'm sure you've got your favorite infielders, shortstops, third baseman, what have you, throughout the time you've been watching baseball that you've loved. But I really enjoyed watching him in that capacity.
Yeah, I love to watch the great defenders take infield, like Nolan Arenado. Heyday Nolan Arenado was so much fun to watch because he would actually practice all these crazy plays that he's made through the years. He had a vision of these plays as he was a kid. He would actually practice them diving around his room. Then he would go out in the field and try to make them. And I've seen him try to make them in just an infield pregame, taking ground balls. It's tremendous. There's no doubt that defense is an art form. When my son was little, Timmy, I took him to the Hall of Fame, and we came across this life-size exhibit of the Willie Mays catch from the 1954 World Series. Probably the most famous defensive play ever, right? So my son says to me, "What's this?" I said, "Oh, well, that's just the most famous defensive play in baseball history." And, then we found a video of the play, and we had this connection right through that play because it was so mesmerizing. And, there's some plays like that in baseball history, but your point is we don't honor that aspect of baseball enough, and we should.
I'm going to leave you with this. We have a lot of younger dudes working here at the radio station, and I applaud younger guys getting into the business. We got early 20s guys, and one of our producers, we were having fun with them, asking them, "Hey, do you know who this guy is? Do you know who this guy is?" And we asked, "Do you know who Willie Mays is?" And the answer that he gave us was, "Yeah, I know who Willie Mays was. He's the OxyClean pitch man." Just so you know, in someone's universe, Willie Mays and Billy Mays are the two exact same people.
I thought maybe he'd ask ChatGPT who Willie Mays was.
No, although that would probably give you the same response. Thank you, Jayson. We'll talk to you next week, buddy.
Enjoyed it, guys. Thanks.
Jayson's beef with our guy Jayson Stark on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Back page coming up. Colin Manning, Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
There is still an accident eastbound on US 62 at Old Ridenauer Road. Traffic backed up from the east outer belt, about a 10-minute delay. And a new accident on Groveport Road, that's between Clarfield Avenue and Lockbourne Road. This report is sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority, your local expert. Are your floors sagging? Are musty smells reeking throughout your home? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the crawl space repair experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at ohiobasementauthority.com. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
From military life to a rewarding career in IT, kickstart your new journey in a matter of months in the fields of IT and cybersecurity, including AI. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including VA benefits.
Ready to make it rain on the court for a great cause? It's the 3v3 Hoops Tournament at Ohio State University RPAC. Saturday, May 2nd from 12 to 4. Hosted by NBA legend Kenny Anderson. Grab your three and let's see who the best trio in Columbus. For your shot at a share of $10,000. $1,000 in cash. Register now at classicforcolumbus.com. That's classicforcolumbus.com.
Presented by the Franklin County Board of Commissioners, Office of Economic Engagement and Community Development, and America 250 Ohio.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Now is the time to call Comer & Cross and transform your garage with a gleaming new Comer & Cross garage floor. Maybe your garage floor has exposed concrete with stains and cracks or a bad epoxy or paint job. Well, the new Comer & Cross garage floor will transform your entire garage in just one day. Now, here's the great part of this whole story. If you call them right now, they're going to take 50% off installation. Yeah, that's right, 50% off installation from Comer & Cross when you call them today at 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. A Comer & Cross garage floor is the gold standard, guaranteed to never chip, crack, or show tire lift like epoxy or paint ever. Plus, they make it easy. They'll take your stuff out of the garage for you. They'll fix your cracks and pits perfectly like it's a new garage floor, and then they'll apply the proprietary finish that you pick. Yeah, I said it. They'll fix your cracks and pits. What's wrong with that? That's what you want. So call them today at 1-800-NEW-FLOOR to get 50% off installation. That's 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. Or go to comercross.com.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, we put new windows in a Dublin home last week. You wouldn't believe how much new light was let in. Changed the entire mood of the home.
You don't need fancy windows to change the mood of a room, Leslie. Know what else will do that? Wilson's Wicks, my new candle line. Here, smell this one.
Oh, that's bad.
I call it warm tuna salad. It's not for everyone.
Get the windows that can completely change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
Rothman and Ice.
So who's the source of this? One of those sites I go to.
Is it okay? Is this,
I don't know.
You better clarify what site it's on.
Clip that.
Okay.
Rothman and Ice. Weekdays at noon.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus.
The Fan.
Listen up, Columbus. Before you buy or lease a new Honda, see Lindsay Honda first. For a limited time, every new Honda includes a complimentary gift. Choose a KitchenAid stand mixer, a 75-inch high-def TV, or a zero-gravity massage chair when you buy any new Honda. Plus, drive a new 2026 Civic Sport, just $199 a month, or a 2026 CR-V LX, just $279 a month.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference.
During the Honda Spring Event, see lindsayhonda.com for details.
Put more money back in your pocket this spring with special rates as low as 8.99% APR on debt consolidation loans from BMI FCU. Transfer your high-interest credit cards today. Apply at bmifcu.org/consolidate.
Family owned and operated. It isn't all sunshine and rainbows. This is Dennis Sullivan, president of Care Heating and Cooling. Here's something you don't hear admitted very often. When you run a business with your family, you don't always get along with them. We argue, we debate, we have real conversations about the decisions that we make. But at Care, every conversation comes back to our priorities, doing right by our employees and our customers. Because when you treat your team like family, they take better care of the families they serve. And when you treat your customers the way you want your own family treated, trust follows. That mindset doesn't always maximize short-term profits, but it builds something better, long-term relationships. Today, more and more local companies are being bought by venture capital firms, where maximizing profits often leads to a sales-first mentality. Care is still family-owned and locally operated, so we can keep people, not profits, at the center of every decision. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING when you need a company you can trust.
The Fan Poll is sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub, home of award-winning pizza and 32-ounce Yingling drafts for only $4.
Buckeye Roundtable coming up at the top of the hour. Skip Mossick will give you 2 big hours of Ohio State conversation as spring ball is coming to an end. It's the last week of practice before the actual spring game on Saturday. Where can you catch the spring game, Timmy?
Right here.
That's right.
Right here.
Right here on The Fan, your home of the Buckeyes.
We have coverage with a special tailgate show at 10 a.m. Skip's going to have another episode of Tee to Green. He had his debut episode here this past weekend for Masters Weekend. And at 11:45, coverage of the spring game this coming Saturday.
An airline pilot decided to celebrate his retirement in the most terrifying way possible.
Oh, my God. Did you see this? So there's video all over social media of an Iceland Air pilot buzzing his hometown.
You know who's from Iceland?
No.
Bjorky. Not Ross
Not
Bjorky.
Ross Bjork.
The singer.
Actual
Bjork.
Actual Bjork.
Who is terrifying. I have nightmares about her. She sounds like that.
So here's some more details. An Iceland Air pilot is under investigation after flying at a low altitude. We would call that as Top Gun fans, right, Teddy? Buzzing the deck, flying extremely low. You'd buzz the tower. You'd do a flyby on the aircraft
Let's
carrier.
call Ted Carter.
Wait. You'd make the general spill his coffee. Ah, damn it, and piss everybody off. Then you'd roll back around. Yes, we cannot talk to Ted Carter about that. He'd be gone. So this dude, the only difference is you're in a Boeing 757. You're in one of the largest commercial jets that humans can build. This is not a plane that you're supposed to do that
Tricks.
type of stuff with.
Right, it's not the air show.
Why didn't you just invert it? Why didn't you just because we were inverted, giving him the bird. Why not just do that? Yeah. So this flight was scheduled from Frankfurt to on the scheduled flight from Frankfurt, I guess, to Reykjavik, right? The only big airport.
Yeah, where else would you go?
In Iceland. And he was going over the town of Vestmannaeyjar on Saturday. I think those are like some islands just off the coast of Iceland.
Sure.
When I looked that up. Chief Flight Officer at Iceland Air, Linda Gunnarsdottir, said in a statement, "This is just a very serious matter that we will look into here internally. It's just the case in aviation that everything is very rigid in work processes, checklists, and other things like that. What we do in normal passenger flights, and it doesn't fall within that framework." Says Linda.
What the hell does that mean?
Linda says she expects passengers to have been informed about the sightseeing flight, but she cannot say that yet. Boy, that's really dumb, isn't it? She's unable to comment at this time on the consequences for the pilot who's leaving the company. Yeah, that's the whole point.
That was
He was retiring.
Gobbledygook there, wasn't it?
Was some gobbledygook.
What did she say?
That's the statement?
Actually, here's some audio of that statement.
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have that, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries, so we will be able to build up our future.
I got to tell you, that's pretty intelligent foreign policy in 2026.
We ought to get back to that.
just saying.
Have you ever had a friend or anyone that was in a situation where they were leaving a company and they chose to do something stupid, consciously going out?
Are you saying this because you know what I did?
What did you do?
I took a crap in a bag and hid it in someone's desk or office, messy office.
Oh, my God.
When I was on my way out of a company.
You did?
Yeah. Took a crap and this person had
Did you vacuum seal it or just in a baggie?
No, I didn't vacuum seal it. It was a Ziploc bag. So I mean,
yuck.
Yes, yuck.
And
is
where
correct.
did you leave it?
Well, this person, their office was a mess, just stuff everywhere, and I did not care for this person at all. Now, again, I was a much younger man. Would I do this today? Absolutely not.
You were
I don't
a nice
recommend
young 26-year-old man.
I was not 26. I think I was 19 or 20. That's how young I was. And I got upset, was leaving, crapped in a bag, hid it in the clutter of this office. And then I was getting calls like 6-8 months later about how she could smell it but couldn't find it. She tore the office apart looking for the bag of turd, which she never found until she was subsequently fired. And then someone had to clear out her office and then found the, at that point, petrified bag of crap.
Oh, my God. It was fossilized at this point.
It was like a museum exhibit.
Petrified. So it was a scared to death piece of crap.
That's right. I don't approve that. Don't do that.
No.
I was stupid. I was immature.
Messed up.
Yes, that's what I did. Back page.
The back page.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
All right, so the internet was sort of, I guess I'll say, Michigan social media was oohing and ahhing today over this one little behind-the-back throw that Bryce Underwood made.
In practice.
In a practice,
Yeah.
yeah. Half the people out here have Guardian caps on, and they're going at half speed.
Talking about practice?
And he throws one from the 5-yard line behind the back. It was a nifty little throw. French catches it for a touchdown. And I got some people on social media saying, "Oh, if Mahomes did this, you guys would go crazy."
In a game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
by the way,
Patrick Mahomes.
If Bryce Underwood does
who's
that in a
won
game,
Super Bowls,
we'll go crazy.
Sure. But also, Bryce Underwood sucks. He's going to have to, the next year he plays good football will be the first year.
Them's fighting
that
words,
he's done
Timmy.
Is it wrong?
I heard
How many
from
touchdowns did he
Dave
throw?
Portnoy last year. He was the greatest true freshman in the history of college football.
When I see Patrick get out in the open and he just lets it fly, it's pretty fun.
Buckeye Roundtable's next. See you tomorrow. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
On eastbound 670 at 270, an accident on the left berm. It's been moved away from the left 2 lanes. Police there on scene. About a 10-minute delay as well back from 5th Avenue. And one more crash on Frank Road at Harrisburg Pike. This report is sponsored by the Ohio Department of Public Safety. Roadside workers have lives and families, but when they're on the job, they put it all on the line to protect and serve us. Remember, they're not just roadside workers. Thank you for moving over and slowing down. Brought to you by ODOT, USDOT, NHTSA, and ODPS. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.